The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall, conductor of this occult omnibus, which stops at your station 7 times each week. It is said of some people that they live in the past, but of course we know this isn't true. Nobody can actually, genuinely, physically live in the past. Yes, it's possible to spend one's life in reverie, in daydream, but live in the past? That's incredible. You can only live in the present. And the present is a vehicle that can only travel in one direction, forward, into the future. At least, that's what we've been led to believe.
You wouldn't want to be 19 again?
No, I wouldn't want to be 19 again.
It's better to be 55?
In some ways, it is.
You wouldn't want to be 19? You wouldn't want to be back there?
Back where?
Listen.
Grow up, Bill. Please, grow up.
I have grown up, and I don't like it.
Like it or not, you've got to live with it.
That's where you're wrong. I don't have to live with it. You don't have to live with it either. Come back with me.
Back where?
We can be 19 again.
You're crazy.
There's a key. I found the key.
Bill, please.
Zelda, I've got the key. I know how to go back. Come back, Zelda. Come back with me.
Our mystery drama, Come Back With Me, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Howard Da Silva. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The city is a living organism, and because every living thing must one day die, the city must die too. Like the human beings who build it, the city has its periods of youth, maturity, and old age. The city dies by degrees. A house here, a street there, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. The boarded up, shuttered buildings stand empty, decayed, deserted, dead. But that part of the city which still lives continues to go through the motions. It sends water through the mains, electric current to illuminate the streetlights, and police cruisers on their slow patrols. Tonight, Officer Tom Bergen suddenly stiffens to attention behind the wheel of his car and loosens the strap of his holster. Just up ahead, a man is walking slowly along the sidewalk, and anyone out here this time of the night had better be questioned.
Are you okay, sir?
Something wrong, officer?
Oh, no, sir.
Well, then why do you stop me?
I didn't stop you.
I'm walking along the street, minding my own affairs, and you accost me as if I were a common criminal.
No, I only asked you if something was wrong.
Why should something be wrong?
Well, sir,
Is this some sort of search and seizure? Or stop and frisk, as you might call it?
now look, sir, you see a person out alone at night in this neighborhood.
But what's wrong with this neighborhood?
What's wrong with this neighborhood?
Is there a better neighborhood in the entire city, in the whole world? You are insulting my neighborhood.
Now look, sir, I assure you...
You assure me of nothing. You imply that this neighborhood is a hotbed of vice, of crime, eh?
I didn't say that.
That was a nasty insinuation in your voice.
Well, I only wanted to make sure
There's
you...
an insult, and it's a fighting insult.
Now look, you're just getting excited over nothing.
This is my neighborhood, and I'll fight for it. For how can man die better than by facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? Well, how can he?
I don't believe he can.
Macaulay wrote that. Thomas Babington Macaulay. And when I was a kid, That's what we were taught in high school. They don't teach Horatius at the bridge anymore. You know that, don't you?
Well, yeah, I guess they don't.
You know why, don't you? Because it's not relevant. You hear that? It's not relevant. That's a great new word today. Relevant.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Look, how would you like to...
Honor, duty, respect. These things, they just aren't relevant anymore.
Why don't you get in, mister, and I'll give you a lift home?
And I'm not relevant anymore either.
Now, look, it's very late, and you look to be a little unsteady on your feet.
Tell me, officer, look me straight in the eye and tell me, what is relevant today?
And like I said, it's very late.
Oh, no, it's early. It's very early. The crowd is first starting to get together at Morrissey's.
Morrissey's?
Jack Morrissey's. You mean you're the cop on this beat and you never heard of Jack Morrissey's? Everybody from the neighborhood goes there.
Oh, sure. There used to be a Jack Morrissey's saloon, but you're going back 30, 35 years.
It's here now. Right here.
Look, mister, any minute now it's going to start to rain, so don't you think you better...
It's okay, officer. I'll just go into Morrissey's. See you later.
Sir, you can't go anywhere. That's an old, condemned, boarded-up building.
Oh, you're a pretty good guy for a cop. Come on in. Let me buy you a beer.
Well, where are you going?
Where do you think I'm going? Inside, into Morrissey's.
But there's no such place.
Are you sure you're okay, officer? The joint's jumping. Can't you hear? Can't you hear the music?
No, sir. I don't hear a thing.
Listen. Don't you hear that? On the jukebox.
The jukebox?
Don't you know what a jukebox is?
Yes, sure.
I got this stuffy old prop, Doc Carberry, and one night the gang of us invite him down here, to see how the people live.
It's starting to rain.
And you can hear this jukebox in Morrissey's. You hear how loud it is?
But I don't hear nothing.
Can you believe that old Doc had never seen one before? What's that, he asks. It's a jukebox, I answer. Oh, he says, probably named after a member of the Jukes family. You don't get it, huh? Well, in psychology, you study this very retarded family named Jukes.
Look, the rain's beginning to come down very hard.
It's a classical clinical study.
There's nothing there.
Hey, take your hand off me. I said I'm going into Morrissey.
You can't go in there. The building is condemned. You see what the sign said?
I said take your hand off me.
Yeah, but... look here, mister. I can see you're... I don't want to have to use force, but I warn you. Don't you swing at me again.
Let me alone.
Now, come on.
I'm going inside
come on.
there.
No, you're not
Let me
going
alone.
anywhere, mister.
Let me alone, I said.
Hey, come on.
I can't push me around. I'm up.
Yes, you're up.
Zelda, hey, what time is it?
It's almost noon.
Noon? I didn't wake me. I have to be at the office.
Bill, don't get out of bed.
What are you talking about?
Dr. Davis said he wants to see you as soon as you're awake.
What for?
Bill, you don't know what for. What happened last night?
Last night?
A policeman brought you home.
What are you saying?
There it was, midnight. I answered the doorbell, and you were practically draped over the policeman's shoulder like a sack of wheat.
You're kidding.
Bill, the cop said he didn't want to book you.
Book me?
For assault. You were obviously disturbed. He felt that treating you like a criminal wasn't the answer. He was a very decent cop.
Zelda, what is all this about?
I must say, in addition to everything else, the publicity could have been the last straw. That's all we would have needed.
Zelda.
Bill, shut up. What were you doing in that deserted, godforsaken neighborhood?
Godforsaken? Don't say that.
Why were you wandering around there?
Why? I don't know why.
Bill, I'm trying to hold on.
What was I doing there? I was looking for something.
What?
If I tell you, you'll think I'm crazy.
I think you're crazy now.
I was looking for you and for me.
All right. All right, I was a fool to ask.
You really don't want to know.
I want an intelligent, responsive answer.
I guess you would. Intelligent, responsive answer. You used those words the very first night we met.
Oh, Bill, please, please.
We met in Morrissey's. I fell in love with you at first sight.
Western United Industries is making the offer today. How can you talk about...
How can I talk about love?
Our lives depend on it.
Yes, our lives do depend on
Bill,
love.
save us. Let them buy us.
You mean sell out?
You can call it whatever you like. It's our only chance to get out of debt, to save something from the wreck.
What wreck?
Now, Norman's had some preliminary discussions with their attorney. It's a fair offer.
I remember I walked into Morrissey's that night, and I saw you sitting there. You remember the tune that was on the jukebox? Listen.
Listen to what?
Can't you hear it? That's Dorsey himself on the trombone.
Bill?
He's gone. But how great he was.
Bill, will you please try to concentrate?
Oh, can't you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
You didn't have to kill us.
Now, look, Bill. You try to relax. I'll have Dr. Davis come over here right away.
There's no point to it. You want him to convince me to accept some basic facts of life? Well, I accept them. I'll go down there and sign my death warrant.
Why do you have to call it your death warrant?
Because that's what it is.
It is nothing of the sort. You'll still run the company. Hundreds of small businesses have been taken over by big corporations.
I don't want to talk about
They
it.
still want you to manage it.
I said I'm willing to do it. Why do we have to talk about it? Now, let me shave and get dressed and get down to the office.
Wear the new dark suit.
Oh, absolutely. Dark has always been the proper shade for executions.
Taxi? Yeah, mister.
I'll go to South Broadway in Torrance.
And we're off. Well, don't look too good, does it? Think there's gonna be a war?
Well, there has to be a war.
Huh? What do you mean, has to be?
I figured out. Nobody was willing to stop him when it was easy. Who's going to do it now that it's hard? He'd just keep grabbing and grabbing until nobody will have any choice.
Well, just who you talking about?
Who do you think I'm talking about? Who else is there to talk about? Hitler.
Hitler? Oh. Yeah, well,
I guess that sounded crazy to you.
No, not really.
Sometimes I kind of, I go back.
Oh, well, that's perfectly all right. I go back all the time myself.
Do you?
Oh, I don't know if the old days were better or if it's just that we were younger. I tell you one thing, the music was better. Ah, what great bands they had in them days, huh? Marie, the dawn is breaking. Marie, you'll soon be waking, Duddy.
Driver.
Huh? Yeah?
I changed my mind. Take me to 280 LaSalle. I even remember the number. It's the corner of Tremont.
Oh, yeah. You just made yourself a deal. Hey, you sure you want to go there?
I'm positive.
But that neighborhood, there just ain't nothing. Okay. You're the doctor. Tremont, just off LaSalle.
210. Keep it change.
Hey, you mean you want to get out here?
That's why I came.
Mister, listen, for blocks around, it's deserted. It's all coming down. I mean, you can even hear the wrecking crews. Now, some of these buildings, they got junkies, all kinds of weird characters. It ain't safe.
You know, you're a character. I'm just going into Morrissey's. Check Morrissey's.
Morrissey's?
Yeah, but all the cab drivers seem to be characters. Is it part of the union rules? Can't you hear the music?
Music?
You were just singing it. Hear it?
Well, I tried. But like they say, to each their own.
Hello, Jack.
Will you look at who's here? Billy Boy himself.
Well, can we say that Morrissey's lives? Let me give you some actual data. Jack Morrissey opened a neighborhood bar in 1933. In 1941, he closed it when he enlisted in the Army. Jack Morrissey was killed in North Africa at the Kasserine Pass in 1942. The place was never reopened, but Here we find ourselves as part of the busy, happy crowd at Jack Morrissey's. How do you account for it? Well, you know we account for everything, eventually. And part of the accounting will occur when I return in just a few moments with Act Two. I would give 1,000 tomorrows, a poet said, for just one of my yesterdays. Well, today is yesterday for Bill Harlow. He has just walked through a door, and almost 35 years have suddenly fallen away. The far away and the long ago has just become the here and the now. Here he is in Morrissey's, where the college crowd hung out. And here are the girls, just as he remembers them, with their hair parted in the middle, high in the front, and curled up at the shoulders. Here are the guys, in sweaters and pleated pants and loafers. And the music. Oh, that music.
Well, how are you doing, Billy?
I may just enlist.
Oh, now that's a drastic step.
Well, might as well get in there first.
Never be first in anything, Billy. Let some other guy do the spade work. You see what I mean?
Who's around tonight, Jack?
Well, there's your old buddy Norman. Nice dish sitting there with him.
Yeah, very, very nice.
I think she's giving you the eye.
Oh, no, she belongs to Norman.
A woman belongs to nobody.
What do you want me to do, steal her from my best friend?
He'd steal it from you, wouldn't he?
Hi, folks.
Uh-oh. What are you doing here?
I just fell in love, Norman, with that girl you're sitting with.
Now, what kind of an answer is that?
Oh, I think you could call it an intelligent, responsive answer.
Oh, you could, huh?
Absolutely intelligent because he shows good taste.
Mm-hmm.
And responsive because it answers the question. What's your name?
Bill Harlow.
Billy, get lost.
My name is Zelda Newsom. Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
Where were you all this time?
Hey, Normie, we mustn't let the music die. Put a nickel in the jukebox.
Wait a minute. I thought this was my day.
Anything by Glenn Miller?
They have everything by Glenn Miller. Normie, do the honors.
Yeah, behave yourself with my date, will you?
Well, you didn't answer my question.
Where was I? Oh, I was out there looking for you.
Well, now you found me.
I would like to give you an engagement ring.
Oh, are we engaged?
Sure. Except I don't have one. I could give you my fraternity pin.
But,
I don't belong to a fraternity.
oh, well, I'm not sure I could be interested in a pauper.
Oh, I'm not completely without wealth.
Oh, are you a millionaire in disguise?
You see this?
And what is that supposed to be?
It's not supposed to be anything. It is.
Yes.
Now, the average person would look at this and say it's just a little black pebble.
But it isn't.
This is a small stone. See how highly polished it is?
Uh-huh.
From the tomb of King Tut.
I am impressed.
You should be. It's my most precious possession.
I'll keep it always.
Shall we dance?
Well, if it ain't my old buddy, Officer Tom Bergen. How come you ain't made chief, huh?
Hey, what are you doing in this godforsaken neighborhood?
I'm trying to get out of it.
How'd you get into it?
I had a fare.
You mean somebody wanted to come down here?
Would you believe it? I had a guy wanted to go to LaSalle Corner Tremont.
Next week, that joint ain't gonna exist. The wreckers ball is gonna lay it over.
No, wait a minute. This was a genuine 18-carat nut. Take me to Morrissey's, he
Hey,
says.
wait a sec. A tall guy, kind of distinguished looking, a little bit gray.
Yeah, that's right. The guy looked legit. He points to this building that's falling apart. That's Morrissey's, he says, just like it was a live swinging joint, and in he walks.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Thanks for telling me.
I'll have a couple of beers, Jack, for me and my girl.
Your girl, huh? She come in here with Norman, and I see Norman's gone home.
Well, I would have done the same for him.
What is this gift you got with the girls, Billy?
Well, what can I tell you? You have to be born with it. Or you do without.
Ah, Billy, she's just another dame.
You're telling me.
I think that Norman was gone on her.
She made the choice.
I hope he forgives you.
Normie and I, we're like brothers. Blood brothers.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he wasn't sore when he left.
Oh, I seen that big smile of his. But you never know how a guy's taking it inside.
Oh, come on, Jack.
A guy himself may not even know how he's taking it. Like, it may be boiling away deep down where he don't know it. And then maybe 10, 20, even 30 years from now, he could suddenly make you pay the price.
I could stand here and be enriched by your wisdom forever, Jack, but the most beautiful girl in the world is sitting there at the table waiting for me.
Well, what was that earnest conversation you were having with mine host, Jack Morrissey?
Oh, just man-to-man conversation.
Tell me about it.
Do you mean I have to tell you absolutely everything?
Absolutely.
Well, Zelda, what is it? What's happening to us?
Hey, Mr. Harlow.
Zelda? She's gone.
Hey, Mr. Harlow.
Morrissey's gone. It's all gone. Where did he go?
Look, Mr. Harlow, you can't stay here.
It was all here. Jack Morrissey's. Don't you understand?
You don't want to get yourself into trouble, Mr. Harlow.
It was here. July 30th, 1939. The night I met Zelda. She was Norman's date.
Yeah, sure, but...
Don't you patronize me?
No, I won't. I'll tell you straight out. You imagined it.
I didn't. It was real.
Okay, so it was real to you. So's a dream. But you wake up and the dream is gone, right? And now this is gone, too.
Yes, it's gone.
Well, we better be getting out of here. This place is dangerous.
Morrissey's dangerous?
Yeah, the buildings are being knocked down on all sides, and the vibrations could... come on.
Yes, officer. I'll come along quietly. The policeman is your best friend. That's what my mother used to tell me. Do mothers tell that to their kids today?
I wouldn't know, sir.
No, I wouldn't know either. We never had kids, Zelda and I. Maybe if we'd had them, it might have been different.
Yeah, well, come on. I think we better go now.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, what's the matter?
Look.
Where?
On the floor. That little stone. The little black stone.
So, okay, what about it?
Here. Hey, look at it. It's the stone I just gave to Zelda. This is it. This is the exact same stone.
Now, look, Mr. Harlow.
On July 30th, 1939, in this place, I gave a girl named Zelda Newsom a little black stone. And here it is. How do you account for it?
I don't know. I can't account for anything. All I know is that this joint's been deserted for years, and the law says no trespassing. So do we go?
All right, let's go.
Bill,
Hello, Zelda. Norman.
Well,
is that all you can say? Hello? What are you doing here at home?
Well, it's obvious. I've been listening to one of my favorite records.
Turn that thing off.
It used to be your favorite record, too.
Please, Bill, do you mind? We have some serious matters to discuss.
Oh, we certainly do. We certainly do, Zelda. That night we met, I gave you a stone, remember?
Norman and I waited for you at the office. The man from United Western Industries was there.
You don't remember that little black stone, Zelda?
Bill, excuse me. I have to say this. You did not create a favorable impression.
You said you'd always keep the stone.
Fortunately, I think we saved the situation.
Don't be so modest, Norman. You saved the situation.
Why didn't you keep the stone, Zelda?
I don't know what stone you're talking about.
Listen to us, and less than an hour ago, we spoke to each other with such love. We were so thrilled. We were so excited by each other's presence.
Less than an hour ago. You are crazy.
We did. We met for the first time. You don't want to remember.
Bill, will you please concentrate? I am trying to tell you, Norman worked out the deal.
Did you, Norman?
Yes, you see, Zelda and I decided...
Zelda and you,
Yes, we have worked very closely on it for a long time, Norman and I.
Norman and you,
Yes,
huh?
Norman and I.
Yeah.
It had to be Norman and me. Who else would have kept the business alive?
You've been very close with Norman, haven't you, huh?
Just what does that mean?
Well, maybe you think you made the wrong choice back there in Morrissey.
Maybe she did. I'd better go now.
No, stay.
Would you have been happier with Norman? Sober, steady, reliable Norman?
Disregard all of this, Norman. We have to discuss what happened today while you weren't there, Bill.
Now, Bill, look, you'll still be president of the company.
That's nice.
But
The but.
I become chief executive officer in charge of operations.
I see. Well, you know what it proves. Jack Morrissey was right.
Now, what are you saying?
Poor Norman. You kept it bottled up all these years, but you never forgave me, and today you buried the knife.
Bill, I didn't want the job.
Oh, I bet you kicked and screamed.
Won't you try to understand? It's the only deal United Western will accept.
But I don't accept it.
Do you want to know the truth, Bill? The awful, terrible truth? They don't have to give us any kind of deal at all. They can wait a year until you go bankrupt and then just move in and pick up the pieces.
You really don't remember the stone, Zelda?
Can't we have a sensible conversation?
You're getting off lucky, Bill.
Am I? Why?
The truth is, you don't know how to run a company in today's market.
That's true. I believe in quality.
Yes, you justify yourself with that word, quality. But quality is a thing of the past. It costs money. People refuse to pay for it.
As long as I run this company...
When did you ever run this company? I carried you.
Shut up!
Look, I'm sorry. I'm going back to the office, and you should go back, too. We have to meet with the United Western people.
Well, you sure spoke your piece, didn't you, huh?
Oh, Bill. You were a big, friendly boy with the gift of gab. But after a while, it all wore a bit thin. Goodbye.
You better go back to the office.
Yes, let's go back. But not to the office. Let's go back to Jack Morrissey's.
Jack Morrissey is dead and gone. And you and I can't do the Lindy anymore.
We were happy. We were so happy.
Because we were children. You never wanted to grow up, accept responsibility.
Wouldn't you like to go back to when we were really in love?
You're still a kid, and you still ask a child's questions.
But I've gone back. Once again, I felt that thrill. The thrill I knew the night we met.
You even sound like a song of 30 years ago.
I saw how you looked. You didn't have a line on your face, a doubt in your heart, a worry in your head.
Please, Bill, go to the office. Salvage something.
I have to go back. I can't live here anymore.
What do you mean by here?
The present.
The present is all we have. The future never comes, and the past is dead.
This time, I won't let anybody break into it. I'll know how to hold on to it. Come back with me, Zelda. Come back.
It was Albert Einstein who said, the past, the present, and the future are all mixed up. You can go forward in time, and you can go backward in time. Exactly how is not crystal clear, but the theoretical possibilities are accepted by science. Backed by such assurances, we can certainly give Bill Harlow a little bit of credence, can't we? I'll be back shortly with Act 3. The promise of youth. Who has seen it fulfilled? Not most of us, that's for sure. And so, maturity becomes a matter of more or less graceful reconciliation between the dreams of the boy and the realities of the man. We say more or less gracefully to describe the reconciliation, because while there are people who accept failure with very little grace, at least they do accept it. Then we have Bill Harlow, who refuses to accept it at all.
Come back there with me, Zelda. Zelda, you and I, we're still there. We're still sitting in Jack Morrissey's. We never left.
Bill, how can we be sitting in Jack Morrissey's if we're sitting here?
I don't know, but I was there an hour ago. I think of how beautiful you looked. It breaks my heart.
Bill, it won't work. We're what we are now, what the last 35 years have made us.
No.
You simply cannot accept life.
That's not life. That's death.
Death is also a part of life.
Please come back.
To Jack Morrissey's,
Yes.
where you can still get a big glass of beer for a dime, and you can dance all night, and there's no gray in your hair, and only love in your heart, and all the world is friendship and music. Was that the only time in your life that you were really happy?
Is it a crime to want to hold on to happiness?
No. It isn't a crime. It's a delusion, but it isn't a crime.
We can go back.
I don't want to hear any more about it.
But I can prove it. I've got the proof.
You go back to your office and you grow up.
Zelda, I said I could prove
You
it.
go to the office, or I'll walk out on you right now.
Zelda.
I mean it.
Oh,
Come on in, Norman. What's on your mind?
Bill, well, excuse me, the reorganization and, well, it was decided that this would become my office.
Oh, then I better get out of here right away, huh?
Oh, there's really no hurry. I mean, no, take a few days.
Sure.
Bill, look, I'm sorry we had those words back at your apartment.
We never really were friends, were we, Norman?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And now you're getting back at me for everything.
Now, Bill, I know we can work together and justify the faith that the new management has in us.
Oh, that's a terrific speech, Norman. Terrific. Precise, pungent, and pithy. Well, which one of us answers it? This is now your office, but it's probably for me.
Oh, come on.
Yes?
Mr. Harlow,
Yeah.
you're expected to meet with the United Western people in the conference room in 20 minutes along with Mr. Hollis. And, oh, your wife is here.
Thank you, Miss Bain. Send the dear girl in. So, you and I are going to meet with the new management, and they'll ask questions. And they'll see how bright you are and how stupid I am.
Bill, that is ridiculous.
Is that how you set it up?
Set what up?
Oh, it's nothing.
That's right, nothing. It's just old Bill being paranoid again.
I've got to get some figures together. I'll see you in the conference room.
Bill, I know it's hard. It's hard for you to work with Norman as, well, on an adult level, to accept him as an equal. Brilliant Bill plodding Norman. But you need each other.
You mean you really don't remember the stone, Zelda?
The stone. King Tut's royal stone.
Then why did you pretend?
Maybe I wanted to forget.
Why?
Because so much has happened to us.
Zelda.
Now, don't try to rake it up, Bill.
Let's have it out.
All right? All right. Let's talk. About Marie.
I was never in love with Marie.
That didn't make it any easier for me.
I thought we agreed to forget about Marie.
I never said I would forget Marie. I only agreed not to let her break up our marriage.
Zelda, she was the only one in all these years.
Oh, the only one? Well, I think that calls for some sort of medal.
How long did it last? A couple of months?
And what's a couple of months in a lifetime, hmm?
You promised you'd never forget that stone.
Oh, yes, the stone. That was the day I learned I had an associate.
Zelda.
Another partner in my marriage. You know what I did with that funny little black stone, which you said came from King Tut's tomb?
Well, it really didn't.
Oh, I always knew that. I went for a walk on the Starrett Street Bridge, and I stopped at the rail over at the middle of the river, and had a wild idea to throw myself off the bridge. But I threw the stone instead. And by now, it's sunk deep into the riverbed, under 100 feet of water. So you see, it's gone.
Zelda, if we could get that stone back.
Oh, sure.
That stone. The stone I gave you the night we met. The night it began for us.
That stone is gone. It's gone forever. It's gone beyond recall.
No.
Bill, you have to grow up. You have to accept it. Because the stone is like the past, dead, buried. You cannot bring it back.
I have brought it back.
Oh, Bill, please.
Look. Look here. Look at what I have in my hand. Take it.
What is it?
You know what it is.
That can't be the stone.
You remember. You took it to a jeweler. You had our initials engraved on it. B.Z.
You found another stone just like it.
Hold it. Look at it. Feel it. It's the stone. Our stone.
I threw it off the Starrett Street Bridge. Nobody could ever find it.
But I went back and found it before you threw it away. I went back to the night of July 30th, 1939.
You couldn't.
We were 19 years old.
I don't believe it.
We're still 19 years old. Come with me. I'll prove it. We're in Jack Morrissey's at the corner of LaSalle and Tremont, and we're 19.
It's impossible.
Listen. Don't you hear the jukebox? It's playing the slow tune. Let's go back. Let's be 19 again.
But
It's another chance. It's another chance to live another life. And this time I'll know better. This time, I won't waste it. This time, I'll grow up. Don't you want to be 19 again?
I'm afraid.
There's nothing to be afraid of. What were we afraid of when we were 19? We didn't know what the word meant.
It's gone. The neighborhood, it's all gone.
Hurry. We're not supposed to go into the building.
Why?
Because, it doesn't matter. Here, this is it.
This was Jack Morrissey.
It still is inside. Now, let's duck in quickly before we're seen.
I'm afraid to go in there.
Why? Hurry before somebody comes along.
It's a crazy-looking building. It looks as if it'll fall apart any minute.
Come on in.
But can't you see there's nobody inside?
There isn't? Listen. Do you hear it? What are we waiting for? It's July 30th, 1939, and we're about to meet for the first time. You see that table near the wall? That's where you were sitting with Norman. Go there. I'll join you in a minute.
Word. It's Billy the bridegroom. And how's married life?
I recommend it highly. Try it, Jack.
Oh, I've done without it for 40 years. You look handsome in that uniform, Billy.
Why don't you enlist, Jack?
If we get into the war, I will. No. This round's on me, soldier boy.
Well, it's about time. See, darling? It's just as it was the night we met.
Something's wrong.
What are you talking about?
If this is the night we met, where's Norman?
Norman?
It was Norman who brought me here. I was his date, remember?
Well...
And you're in uniform. This can't be July 30th, 1939. You didn't enlist till August of 1940.
Well, what's the difference?
Look at the calendar over the bar. What does it say? Tell me.
December 6th, 1941.
Tomorrow is Pearl Harbor.
Well, what's the difference if we pick up our lives on December the 6th, 1941, or July 30th, 1939?
We were here that night. I remember.
So do I.
I remember everybody who was in this place.
Well, what's to remember? You can see them.
There's Jack Morrissey behind the bar. Norman isn't here. He wasn't then either.
Zelda?
No, listen. There's Tommy Burke, and Fred Novak, and Bert Ullman, and Jacqueline Myers, and Kitty, and Edith.
Of course.
And all of them are dead today.
They can't be dead today. Here they are.
I don't mean December 6th, 1941. I mean now. The boys, every one of them was killed in the war. The girls. Jackie died in childbirth. Kitty was killed in an accident. Edith had an operation and she never recovered.
What does this have to do with...
Don't you see? It won't be different. It'll be all the same. we'll do it the same way again.
No, Zelda, no. We'll make it different.
How?
This time we'll know better.
Why? How will we know better? We'll have forgotten. I'm starting to forget already.
Zelda, don't be afraid.
I can't help it. Look at this place. It's the place of the dead.
Don't say
The
that.
dead. Everything is dead here. All these people are dead now. The music is dead. The building is dead. And if we stay here, we'll be dead too.
No, this is where we can start a new life.
Let's get out of here.
How can you say dead? Can't you see everybody? Can't you hear the music?
No, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I'm in an old, battered, broken-down building. The ceiling is going to cave in any minute. The walls are ready to collapse.
Why do I hear it? Why do I see it? Why is it so real to me?
Because you need it.
All right. You need it too.
No, I'm not afraid to live, to grow.
Where are you going?
Home. Please, come with me.
Home. I'm home now.
They're tearing down the building. Do you want to stay and die?
I'm gonna stay and live.
Goodbye, Bill.
Zelda. Zelda.
Hey, you! Bring in that ball! Holding! Let somebody in the doorway of that building!
Wait, my husband's inside. He's in there.
Hey, clear, lady!
No, somebody go in and get him.
Oh, nobody can go in there now, lady. Look!
Oh, my God, no!
They never found his body. But then again, they never found the bodies of anyone else inside the place either. All the people who were in Jack Morrissey's the night of December 6th, 1941. Maybe Morrissey's is a state of mind. After all, doesn't everyone have a private Jack Morrissey's of his very own? I'll retreat to mine for just a few moments and then return to reality. We say, where has the time gone? The truth is, the time hasn't gone anywhere. Time is merely a track. It stands still, and it is we, the runners, who move. And because it may have been easier originally, or for reasons that we will never fully understand, we started to move in one direction. Who says the only way is forward? Indeed, in this volatile world, who can say anything with certainty? Our cast included Howard Da Silva, Terry Keane, Ian Martin, and William Redfield. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Say that again.
He's been married for 20 years to Maria Elevna, who... Marvin. Shall I call a doctor?
A doctor?
That's how you looked that morning, pale and frightened. Who is Maria Elevna? Why should the mention of her name...
How should I know?
No, it's not my imagination. It's these two names. Dmitri Legorin and Maria Elevna seem... These two names, they seem to have devastated you. Why?
I think I'd like to go for a walk.
No, Marvin, we've got to talk.
About what?
Who is Dmitri Legorin?
I don't know.
Who is Maria Elevna?
I don't know. And now, if you have no more questions...
I have one more question. Who are you?
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. It was the 18th century playwright William Congreve who said it. See how love and murder will out. And although a quarter of a century intervened before they did, that's what this story is all about. Appropriately enough, it starts with the more violent of the two.
Hold it, you! Freeze! That's the way you want it, Buster.
What's going on?
Okay, mister, you started it. Just no more sudden move. And kill that heater. It's all right. Don't let the plainclothes fool you. I'm police. Detective Joe Lombardi, 45th. What is it, Barney? A hold up?
No, nothing like that. He's just a screwy neighborhood kid trying to pull a fast one for kicks. Hey, Joe! What you want to do that for? You killed him.
Our mystery drama, Murder Will Out, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Mason Adams. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. In the city of New York, the police pride themselves on not being a police force, but a police service. Talk to any bedrock cop. Reach down through the layers of why he wanted to become a police officer, and you'll find that the great majority put service first before pay, benefits, or power. That goes for almost any police force through the country. Easy to malign these days, not so easy to praise, because the weight of the crime graphs is hard to sustain. But above all, a cop is human, and that works on both sides of the line.
Doors open, come on in.
Okay, Captain.
You bring the coffee in?
It's right here. Thought you might want to chew me out first.
Yeah, I shouldn't drink coffee. It ginches my ulcer. You get it? I'll chew you out better with an aching gut.
Yes, sir. Any news on the Crocker kid?
Looks like he's going to make it. No thanks to you. The bullet went right through his chest, but managed to miss anything vital. How, I don't know. You should be as accurate on the range.
Yes, Captain.
And a hell of a lot less trigger-happy. You know that boy is only 16.
He's 6'1", weighs 185, and he squeezed off 2 shots at me.
How? He wasn't armed.
It was nighttime. The street's badly lighted. Maybe he threw it away, but he had something in his hand, and I heard the shots.
Maybe you heard a backfire. Oh, damn. Prune Danish again. Why can't I ever get a cheese Danish? You want to know what he had in his hand?
Maybe it was a zip gun.
He had a bottle of beer. All right, so he heisted it. But his old man was hung over, and he sent him over to Barney's pub, and the kid left it a bottle of suds. So it's against the law. With what we have to handle in this precinct, it's worth making a federal case over?
It's kind of looking that way for me, isn't it?
Well, a couple of citizens' committees brewing, some pressure from the newsboys, and unfortunately, it's a good story for them if they start digging up old bodies. No, I didn't mean that the way it came out.
I know, Captain Stark.
Well, you should. Sal was my best friend. We rode a squad car together for 6 years. And when he... Well, I swear, they fry this stuff. They boil the beans first, and then they fry them in dishwater. Call this coffee?
You're going to break me?
Well, I gotta do something, Joe. I just can't sit still. You fired at him, and he wasn't armed.
There were 2 shots. I heard them.
A truck backfired. Oh, I know how it looked, Joe. You were tired just coming up out of the subway. You see a guy on the lam. You tell him to freeze, and he stops, turns, and it looks like he laid two on the line for you. A cop has a right to protect himself.
Reflex action. I pulled my gun.
But you didn't have to pull the trigger. You weren't hit, Joe.
I should wait to be?
You were in plain clothes. The bartender says you never even identified yourself as police before you fired.
Okay, Captain. You want my badge?
I don't. I understand. I don't approve, but I understand.
What do you want me to do? Hold back like my pop and get my brains blown out?
Oh, that's the whole trouble. That's what I mean when I say I understand. If Sal had moved as fast as you,
Same
maybe...
deal. My pop got her right in front of that same lousy gin mill.
Now, wait a minute. You were only 5 years old when it happened. It wasn't that simple. You studied the file.
I don't have to. I got it all from my mom all those years growing up, and I know the file like I know my own name. If I had that...
All right. Knock it off. You think if we'd had enough of a case, I wouldn't have nailed that Leslie Peavy? First off, we couldn't find him, and second off, there wasn't enough case against him as it stood to warrant anything beyond an APB. And he got away.
Sure. You let this crumb bum kill my pop, one of your own, 25 years ago, and the guy is still running loose.
I'm not going to get caught up in this old argument, Joe. Except this far. It's your obsession that poisons you, not only as a police officer, but as a man. It's held you back your whole career. And now it's pretty near ended. You asked if I wanted your badge. No, I don't. But I think you'll need some time to think over just what you want to be. The Avenger or a real-life cop who knows his job isn't guns and shootouts, but good, solid service to the public. You know, I could suspend you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll take that from you because of my old friend. Now, instead of suspending you, I'm suggesting that you got a lot of vacation time coming, like at least a month. You can start it today.
That's the same thing as suspension.
Not quite. And I want one thing in return.
What?
I want you to forget you're a cop for the next 4 weeks and try to get to know yourself, Joe. Wake up. Wake up, wipe the slate, lock your gun in a drawer. Learn to be a real human being. Okay, that's it. You're off duty as of right now.
I left the office choked with bile right up to the back of my tongue. I shouldn't have been mad at the old man, but I was. He said he understood, didn't he? But he didn't. It's my private war. I got as many citations as I have call downs, censures. So maybe I'll never make it beyond detective third grade. Who cares? If I can't get the guy who rubbed out my father, I'll get enough to make up for it. And thinking all this, I'm back at the stop order book, running through its well-thumbed pages, back to that screwball name listed as having a warrant out on him even after 25 years. Leslie Peavy. And suddenly, I know what I'm going to do with that vacation I don't want. Morning, Green.
Hi, Joe.
Let me have XB3-1407, huh?
Again?
You know, Officer Green, you ought to take a tip from your predecessor, old Bunky. He just learned not even to ask when I came in, but went straight to the files and got it.
Okay, but don't get so uptight, Detective Third Grade Lombardi. I'll get your file for you. What you need it for beats me. You've seen it often enough, you ought to know it by heart. Here you are, XB3-1407.
Thanks. For the file, not the smart talk.
What are you breaking out on spots for? Oh, did that kid you wing buy it?
Nope. He's gonna make it.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Maybe. Maybe he wasn't up to anything this time, but he will be. I know the type. I can smell him. I can feel him. And someday, maybe some other cop will just give him enough of a break to get his ticket canceled. Because that time it won't be a beer bottle in his hand. It'll be real heat. Saturday special hideout gun, anything that shoots bullets and kills.
What's the matter, Joe? Did they set you down for what happened?
No.
Well, then how come you're so bitter? I mean, Well, it's none of my business, but you're a good-looking young guy, and I know you got a sense of humor. Catch you off guard, you can be real nice. How come you get so little out of it? Why don't you have a girl, Joe? Why aren't you married?
You know what's in this file, Green?
Well, it's 25 years old. I haven't caught up on all my reading yet.
Well, I'll fill you in. You see, my pop trusted people. He gave him a break anyways. And one night he's coming home, same as I was last night, out of the same lousy subway by that same lousy gin mill. And he stops in for a beer. And there's nobody else there except Barney Saunders, the same bartender that came out last night. And this Leslie Peavy, see? Peavy has a gun, see? And he's holding up the joint. So my pop, he was a uniformed cop, but he was off duty in civvies. He pulls his own gun and he tells the Peavy crumb bum to drop his. The guy turns around, and before my pop gets a chance to do anything more, Peavy kicks a stool into his gut, and he takes out of there on a lamb. And Pop follows and sees him heading for the corner, and he yells at these police to stop. He fires one warning shot in the air, and this heist artist turns and squeezes one off that takes my pop right in the...
It's okay, Joe. I understand. Look, why don't you let it go, Joe? You're going to carry a monkey like that on your back all your life? Anyway, how are you going to find him after he's buried himself successfully all these years?
I just need a few things out of the file here first. And then I'm betting that I can find him and I can get him identified.
How?
I have a hunch by now he's safe enough to have surfaced somewhere. And with a name like Leslie Peavy, he shouldn't be that hard to get a fix on. I had copies made of the old faded snapshot of Peavy in the file and of his birth certificate. Also the name and address of the one other witness besides the bartender. Then I drove out to the airport terminal at Kennedy to follow up my idea on how to get a lead on him. There were 4 Peavys in the New York, the Queens, the Bronx, and the Brooklyn books, none in Staten Island. I eliminated those fast. Could I talk to Mr. Peavy, please? He's no longer at this number. Well, do you know where I might reach him? I see. Well, just to make sure, do you happen to recall his first name? I see. Do you recall if he was very tall or short? Very short. Thanks, that wouldn't be the man that I'm looking for. I see. There is no Mr. Peavy. You're a spinster lady. Your name's Peavy. Thank you so much. Beg pardon? Oh, no. Sorry. Sorry, ma'am, you're not on radio. Sorry to hear that. Recently? Are you just leaving to inter the body now? I see. And I did get the name right. That was Leslie Peavy. John Bramble Peavy. No, I'm happy to say he's not the man that I'm looking for. Well, I hadn't thought it would be that easy. I took out my notebook and pencil and started through the directories. 138 of them. I took my list. I went home to start running up a phone bill. On the 11th, Miami, Florida, I hit pay dirt.
This is George. What can I do for you this fine, bright day?
Is this Peavy's Auto Repair?
It sure is, brother.
I wonder if I could talk to your boss.
Oh, Leslie ain't here right now. Off visiting at the hospital. Back tomorrow. Try then.
Leslie? Leslie Peavy?
Yeah, that's the name. Excuse me, but we're busy.
So I made a blind cast and came up lucky with my fish. Now all I had to do was land him.
A quarter of a century, and suddenly, with the effort and small expense of a few phone calls, a man buried in anonymity is turned up. It seems almost too easy. Or to bring up another metaphor, first catch your hare, then skin him. This is only the beginning of Joe's compulsive quest for vengeance. I'll return shortly with Act 2. There's more than vindication involved in Joe Lombardi's search for the man who killed his father. That happened 25 years ago, and time is supposed to heal all wounds. But not the one that flaws Detective Joe Lombardi, unless he can rid himself of the specter who rides his shoulders, legs locked about his chest, like the legendary old man of the sea.
I don't know how they handled the investigation at the time. I was 5 years old and collecting baseball cards. All I knew this time, I was going to prepare a foolproof case before I made my move. I was the fool thinking it was that easy. First place I went, naturally, was to the pub to talk to Barney. You know who I am, Barney?
Sure.
Barney, you knew this Leslie Peavy that shot my old man.
Knew him? Not all that much. Maybe I seen him a time or two in a bar before the night he tried to rob me, but don't get me wrong. He was no habitué.
But you could recognize him, like in this picture.
Yeah, Detective Lombardi, come on. Yeah, maybe 25 years ago he looked something like that. I couldn't make it positive.
Well, you made him then, all right?
Well, sure. It was fresh in my mind. I did what I had to do as a citizen then. I ain't gonna be on tap anymore. You know something? Tomorrow's my 65th birthday and my last day here. I'm retiring. I'm gonna take my Social Security and go sit on my rump in St. Pete, Florida. And the one thing I'm gonna be able to identify for sure are the Mets every spring. And even then, I'm going to need a scorecard. I don't recognize nothing so good anymore.
Look, all I'm asking is for you to hang around a few days, maybe, till I bring him back and to get an ident on him from you.
Oh, sure. And if you do, then you book him. He goes to trial. I either hang around months or you drag me back from Florida. Nah, forget it. Tomorrow night, I do my last trick by 12 midnight, and it stopped the world. I'm getting off. Why can't you let the past be?
Don't you think I want to? But first, I've got to nail a guy that cut my pop down.
Why don't you let sleeping dogs lie?
Because they're not asleep.
Well, then count me out.
I don't get you, Barney. My mom always told me you were a real friend of my father's.
Well, I knew him. He was a good cop. But I didn't owe him nothing. I mean, he was a customer and I was the bartender, like that.
How come you suddenly have a stake to retire, Barney? I thought the bookies had you nailed to the wall.
Well, you know how it is. You lose a little, you win a little.
Not the word I get. You wouldn't be running a little numbers bank out of here.
No, nothing like that. Look, I'm 65. I got my Social Security just like any other citizen.
Okay, I won't press you, Barney.
Well, thanks for the favor.
Well, now you can do me one in return.
How's that?
St. Petersburg. It's not so far from where I think I found my man. I'll pay your fare by limousine if you want it, for you to come over and tell me whether I'm right or wrong.
Oh, no. I already told you I wouldn't know him from the next guy, and I ain't getting involved. I got a lot less future than you left, and that's all I care about. Now, come on, get out of my life.
I walked away from Barney so frustrated, I wanted to put my fist through a wall. Why would he want to back down on such a simple request? Something about his attitude, the way he wouldn't look me in the eye, the defensive anger, all of them signs to any good detective that he was covering up something. But what? And why? There's no way I could sweat it out of him. He hadn't broken any law I knew of. He had his rights. But I had to forget about Barney for the moment. There was one more witness to go. Sunnyside, Long Island, a street that was a row of two family houses. One of them was where the cab driver lived who saw my father get shot, if he was still alive.
Yeah?
I'm Detective Lombardi, 45th
Detective?
Precinct. Oh, no, here are my credentials. Nothing to be scared of, Buster.
Well, I don't see how there could be. We ain't done nothing
Of
wrong.
course not. Just want to ask you a few questions. I called earlier, but there was no one home.
Yeah, well, I just got back from work. If it's about the Schuyler girl getting mugged and raped, we don't know nothing
It isn't
about it.
that. First, is this the home of Mr. Louis Brotman?
Yeah, I'm his son.
He's a cab driver?
Well, he was. He's retired now.
I'd like to ask him a few questions.
Well, he ain't home. He's out taking a walk. I wish he wouldn't stay out so long. The way things are, I don't feel safe if he isn't home before dark. And then he don't know enough to... What kind of questions?
Well, something that happened a long time ago. He saw a man get shot.
Oh, you mean the cop? Oh, sure, Pop's told me about that. I was just a kid when it happened, of course.
Yeah, me too. And the cop was my father.
Oh, well, ain't that a shame? Yeah, but they never found the guy who done it, did they?
No, not... Well, I mean, I think we may have turned him up. You see, I wanted your father to help me identify him. I mean, if he can, after all of these years.
Well, I'm afraid he couldn't help you out.
Well, he may not have changed so much.
Well, maybe not, but my father has. Yeah, that's him coming now.
What? You mean the man with the cane?
Yeah, glaucoma, they call it. Happened 5 years ago. First, they thought they could save one eye, but it didn't work out. He's stone blind.
So that left it squarely up to me. I knew the captain wouldn't back me up, not without witnesses to make a case. So it looked like I was going to get that vacation after all. Had to go to Florida, to Miami. But first, there was something else I had to dig out of the files.
I thought you were supposed to be on vacation.
Just about to start. Something I had to check out here first.
You taking that monkey along for a companion?
Huh?
The one on your back. The one that ought to have been buried in that musty old file you can't keep your nose out of.
Green, I know you mean well, but butt out, huh? There's only one way I'll ever bury that monkey, and that's...
I get your message, Joe. I'll mind my own business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get my own messages. Morgue file, Officer Green speaking. Yes, sir. Sure.
Green's preoccupation with the phone call was just what I needed.
Give me the number.
I took the file out of his sight, riffled through it quickly, and got out the old bench warrant that Judge Arnold had issued. The judge was long dead and the warrant no longer valid, but I had this notion that I might have to use it. By the time Green was through with his phone call, I had the file back on the counter, and he took it and put it away without checking it.
Right, sir. Well, that was quick. You all through?
Sure.
Okay, now, just let me put this away. Sergeant Croft's got a rush order. See you, Joe.
Aren't you going to wish me luck?
On a vacation? What else could you have?
Maybe you're right, Green. I sure hope it turns out that way.
Joe, what are you doing here? Didn't I tell you I didn't want to see you for a month, that you're on a vacation?
I'm heading for Florida in a couple hours. I just stopped by to pick up a couple of things.
Where about you going?
Oh, I figured like maybe Miami Beach.
Huh. Miami Beach. Yeah, your father and me once had a trip down there to pick up a prisoner. Hey, before we were both married, that was. And yeah, well, that's better forgotten now. Point was, we made a good friend. I kept up with him. Sam Williams, he's sheriff of Dade County now. You need any help or get in trouble, But you're not gonna get in any trouble.
Not if I can help it, Captain Stark. But I just maybe could use a little help.
What kind of help?
Well, you know where to go, what to see.
Oh, sure. Well, you call on Sam, tell him you're kind of like a son to me, and he'll darn near make you a president of the whole state. Incidentally, that Santana kid is off the critical list. He's going to be 100%. Now, I've talked with the deputy inspector and the inspector, too, and you won't be busted. You'll get off with just a censure if you keep your nose clean from now on. You get me?
I get you, sir.
Well, You go on down there, boy, and let the sun not only get some tan on you, but also shine inside and sort of open you up, huh? Give yourself a chance to start living and stop holding a grudge against the world.
He was such a right guy, I hated to hold out on him. But this gut hunch warned me that he'd never go for what I had in mind. Still, that Sheriff Williams might come in handy to keep me from going all the way. I didn't want to settle it outside the law. But to make up for my father, I was ready to. On the plane, speeding south, I closed my eyes and I tried to imagine what Leslie Peavy would look like now. And just how I'd react when I came face to face with the guy who put a bullet through my father's head. Thinking about it, I was conscious, very conscious of the empty shoulder holster and my gun checked out with the pilot. By the time we landed, it wouldn't be empty anymore. I'd have my gun back with no license to use it in the state of Florida, which didn't mean that I wouldn't. I took a bus that turned on Collins Avenue away from the beach, and I ran a good piece before the driver nodded to me to get off. Peavy's Auto Repair Shop had a gas station with it, and it could have used some paint. A couple of cars on the lifts, and a bald-headed guy with a permanently peeling red freckled scalp was pumping gas. I walked over to him as the car he was servicing pulled away.
Yes, sir. Hello and welcome to Miami. What'll it be? Gas, oil, wipe your windshield, or are you looking for the men's room?
A comic.
Just try to keep the days bright. Call me George. What can I do for you?
Want to talk to the boss. Leslie Peavy, right?
Right. And I wouldn't blame you for wanting to. You'll find a boss right there in the office. Just march on in. I got me a grease job I gotta finish.
The moment was here at last. I could feel a knot in my stomach. The gun under my arm, as hot as if I'd left it out in the sun to bake. I headed on in to meet a name I'd known all my life, as long as I could remember.
What is it Detective Joe Lombardi expects to do when he meets the man who killed his father? Try to take him back to New York at gunpoint to stand trial with no witnesses left to appear against him? Or just simply put a bullet through his head with that same gun he has no license to carry in Florida? I'll return shortly with Act 3. For a moment, Joe Lombardi stops at the glass door, looking into the office. There's a small, trim blonde girl sitting working over some books at a desk. The rest of the office is beyond his sight line round a corner. He hesitates because of the girl. There's something about her that somehow dissipates his sense of mission. A sudden aching longing that if this were only a vacation, this is the girl he would want to meet on it. A completely irrational thought, but strong enough to force him to make an effort to thrust it aside and enter.
Good afternoon. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a Leslie Peavy.
Not anymore, you aren't.
Not... What does that mean?
It's like a joke. You're not looking for, you're looking at.
Well, you mean you're the boss?
If you mean do I run this little tourist trap, that's me.
But you can't be.
Haven't you ever heard of woman's lib?
Well, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm looking for a man named Leslie.
For some reason, I seem to have caught you clear off base, mister.
Joe Lombardi.
Mr. Lombardi. But I hate to tell you this. For a pretty good-looking guy, you look kind of funny with your mouth wide open.
That's beside the point. You got any proof that you're Leslie Peavy?
Sure. Have you got any proof you've a right to question it?
These. My credentials.
Oh. Badge 703, Detective Joseph Lombardi, Precinct 45, New York City. It's not a very good picture of you.
Maybe. I wouldn't say that this is a very good picture of you either.
Oh, I quite agree. First of all, it's old enough to be a daguerreotype. And second, it's a man. What? Oh.
Well, what are you stopping for?
Well, this is an old picture of... Oh. Did you say your name was Lombardi?
That's it.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not now. Not after all these years.
What?
Was your father a policeman, too?
That's right.
I think that maybe you and I better go and talk somewhere.
Why not right here?
Oh, I can think of plenty of reasons. You see, I never knew about you and your father till a couple of years ago, Detective. My mother died when I was born, and I've just always grown up thinking that my last name was Chalmers.
Chalmers?
Well, that was my mother's maiden name, as I found out.
How did you find out?
Well, things were kind of rough for Dad and me while I was growing up. I never understood why he couldn't get better jobs. He had the ability, but he seemed so afraid of people, and we always lived in such small towns that a man just had to take what he could get.
When did you learn your real name?
About 6 years ago. My dad had a cousin who owned a gas station or auto repair, whatever you want to call it, and he died, and he left it to my father, and that's when that's when I first learned that my real name was Peavy. I mean, in order to make it legal and everything, my dad couldn't inherit without telling who he really was.
You mean he had to produce his birth certificate, things like that?
Yes, of course. Well, I brought you here. It's the only quiet place that I know in the area, and still be able to look out to the sea.
I wish I could appreciate it with you. I really mean that. But I can't stop for things like that now.
Well, what are you here for, Detective? To try to drag my father back to trial?
He killed my father. Why wouldn't I?
After all these years, don't you think he's suffered enough?
After all these years, don't you think my mom and I have suffered enough?
This is one of my most favorite spots in the world. The waves rolling in, the gulls. And right down below, in that cove, I found my first starfish.
I don't get what you're saying.
I know. I just wish I could have brought you here under different circumstances. So, Mr. Sleuth, nose to the ground, nostrils wide, mouth panting, you have now tracked down the prey. I wish you joy of it.
Now what?
Now I'm going to do what you want. I'm going to take you to the arch criminal and see just how you're going to arrange for his arrest.
What are we doing here?
This is what is known as a hospital for chronic cases. We are going to visit my father in the terminal ward.
What's the matter with him?
He has cancer. Incurable. Don't be surprised that he doesn't speak in the most dulcet tones. His larynx is affected, too.
I thought maybe I'd made it. I cheated you long enough so I'd be gone and my daughter wouldn't get hurt.
It isn't that easy. You killed my father, didn't you?
Yes.
Mr. Peavy, nobody wants to kick a man when he's down. But my father, all my life I wanted to make up for him that someone took him out for no reason and wrecked my life and my mother's.
Your father was a fine policeman. Right, Detective?
No one finer.
So, leave it that way.
Now, wait a minute, Dad.
Just leave it that way, Leslie. How about you, Detective? You gonna let it lay?
Why should I?
Because nothing you could do could make me pay more than I already have for that stupid act, I might as well have been in jail for 35 years. One good thing was my daughter here, Leslie. The only person you can hurt is her. Give her a break, please.
I can't. I'm a cop. It's my duty.
I'm not going to take this. Not for myself. I don't care. But for you, Dad. Tell him the truth.
I can't. He wouldn't believe me anyway.
Well, then I will. Listen to me, Mr. Tough Detective. My father shot your father in self-defense. He tried to kill him first.
Sorry, Miss Peavy, it won't wash. My father fired a warning shot in the air.
Oh, the hell he did.
There were 2 witnesses. They saw the whole thing.
Then they lied.
Why would they lie?
Because everybody knew about your father, that he was trigger-happy.
All right, that is enough. I don't blame you for trying to protect your own, but I don't take that from anyone. How could you know anyway?
Because I told her, of course, when I had to tell her my real name. Which brings us round full circle again. Okay?
Dad, you're in pain. Let me get the nurse.
Not for a moment. Let's try to get this straight first. What really happened that night? I was a pretty wild kid. Nothing real bad, but I wasn't always, like they say, on the side of the law. The night it happened, I was at the time running a little book. No connections, just private penny ante stuff. And one of my steadies was the bartender, Barney Saunders.
I'll spare you the agony his daughter and I went through listening to that tortured story from a dying man. I can tell it in fewer words with less effort. What Peavy claimed was that Barney Saunders was into him for about $75. Peavy had had a couple of drinks that night. He went in to collect. Barney claimed that he didn't have the dough. He opened the cash register to prove it. And there was a gun, unregistered, in there. And to throw a scare into Barney, Peavy lifted it and threatened if he didn't pay up, he'd have him rubbed out. And that's when my pop came in. Peavy recognized him. Barney pulled the fake hold-up line, and Peavy lost his head and took it on the lam. In his story, when Pop squeezed off the shot, it went right by his ear, and he could hear it hit metal somewhere and ricochet. It was sheer reflex action to turn back, fire in return, knowing, as he claimed, my father's reputation. I wouldn't even have listened to the story except for 2 things.
I swear, I never meant it. I never fired a gun in my life. Didn't even know how to aim it.
If you were all that innocent, how come you didn't hang around to defend yourself?
You kidding? You know what happens to a cop killer? What could I prove? And when I read in the papers that Barney and the cab driver lied, I knew I was cooked. I took it on the lam.
But just the same...
What do you want to do? Kill him yourself with your questions? Can't you face the truth when you hear it?
It isn't all that easy.
So, what do you plan to do?
First of all, I've got to make a phone call.
Captain Stark here.
Captain, it's Joe Lombardi from Florida.
Oh.
I found Peavy, Captain. But he's dying of cancer. Can't even count on a week to live.
So let sleeping dogs lie, Joe.
Maybe, sir. After 2 questions. Was my father as trigger-happy as you think I am?
Why do you ask?
That's the second question. I always had a notion you dragged your feet some on the case. Was it because that first shot Pop fired wasn't straight in the air?
Now, Joe, we all make decisions and, well, we make mistakes. Sal was my friend. I wanted to protect his memory. And remember, I had no sure proof. Just about where Peavy was standing when he fired, there was a lamppost with a fresh scar on the paint right down to the steel. Could have been made by a bullet, but it ricocheted, of course, so, well, who's to tell? We never found that bullet.
Thanks, Captain.
Now, Joe, wait a minute. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Captain, I just plain don't know.
Leslie,
Oh, why don't you leave me alone?
I got something to tell you.
Well, I have something to tell you. He's dead. Now are you satisfied?
No.
What are you going to do, hound me?
No, I'm gonna drive you home, if you'll let me.
Oh, I don't know. All right, what's the difference? I don't think I could see to drive anyway.
What made you drive back here?
I don't know. Good place for confession, maybe.
Confession?
I'm just like my father was. I can see that now. Oh, I had a big excuse to get back at the world, but that wasn't really me.
Well, who was it?
I was a kid trying to live up to a kind of idol that my mother built and who, heaven help her, wanted revenge and made me the way to get it. Maybe I don't blame her too much. She didn't mean it, but to suddenly find out after all these years that my pop was...
All right, Joe.
I'm sorry. I don't know what...
It's all right.
Let it go. We both have to get it out of our systems. I had to when I first found out about my father. I mean, who he really was and what he'd done.
If it hadn't been for the cancer, well, that part of it's all over now.
I don't know how to apologize. Grown man acting like that.
Oh, you were just trying to get rid of the little boy. Like I had to get rid of the little girl. We both had bad luck with fathers.
Does that make us two of a kind?
I don't know.
What are you going to do now, Joe?
Well, I still have over 3 weeks of vacation time coming. Maybe if I stayed down here, could we see each other?
I guess we could. I have no one else.
Me neither. Leslie Peavy and Joe Lombardi. The last two people I ever figured could make a deal.
Wait a minute. Let's not rush things.
Who's rushing anything? We've got 3 whole weeks.
It took a while longer than 3 weeks for Leslie and Joe to iron out the past, but they did. And as we quoted William Congreve in the beginning, not only murder will out, but eventually so did love. I'll be back shortly. The one bone of contention before they were married was whether to run the gas and auto repair shop or have Joe return to the force. It was Leslie who finally convinced him to. A wise woman. She knew the best way to atone for all the past was for Joe to become the kind of police officer he always should have been. Servant of the people, not an avenging force. It's Lieutenant Joe Lombardi now. And his name stands top of the list to replace his old friend and surrogate father, Captain Stark, just as soon as he retires. Our cast included Mason Adams, Marion Seldes, Robert Maxwell, Leon Janney, and Gilbert Mack. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Terror is our business, and we're about to take care of business in an unusual way. You're going to hear a story about a very contemporary sort of terror. It's a tale that takes place not in some dark dungeon with rattling chains, but in swank bistros and penthouse apartments where the closest thing to clanking chains are jangling charm bracelets and the tinkle of ice in highball glasses. But in this setting, you'll hear shocking words like...
Look what you did to him, Inga. Look at his eye, how swollen it is, all black and swollen.
Corey, let go of me. You're hurting my arm.
You shouldn't have done it, Inga. Now you'll have to kiss it.
What?
I'm sorry, Inga. Kiss his eye. You hurt it, now you have to kiss it.
Corey!
Our mystery drama, The Slave, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Mandel Kramer and Fred Gwynne. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser. I'll be back shortly with Act One. There's a very special sound to a really elegant restaurant. An orchestration of noise composed of good china, fine crystal and silver, murmuring waiters, and chattering patrons. We're in the Windward Restaurant on East 55th Street in Manhattan. And as soon as your eyes become accustomed to the dim light, you'll see a very handsome couple in a booth. The man's name is Corey. The woman is named Inger. If you were able to overhear their conversation, you might gather that tonight may be a very special occasion for both of them.
It's kind of hard to believe that it's only a matter of weeks
What is?
since we first met.
Does it seem longer to you?
Now, that's what I call a trick question. If I say it seems long, you'll think all the newness has gone out of it. If I say it seems short...
All right. I withdraw the question.
No, I'm willing to answer it, Inga. Inga, it seems like I've known you all my life. But what's more important...
Well, go on. That's one of those sentences that demand finishing.
Well, I've never spoken these words before. I never wanted to. As a matter of fact...
Corey, what is it?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you were staring at something.
I just thought I saw someone I knew, that's all.
Blonde or brunette?
Not a woman, a man. Guy I know.
All right, so you saw someone you know.
I could have sworn he was out of town.
Is that the one?
Where?
That man crossing the room. It looks like he's heading right for us.
Oh, good Lord, it is. It's Ray.
Well. What a delightful surprise, Corey. What an absolutely charming surprise.
I thought you were still out of town, Ray.
Just got back. Been eating in so many ptomaine bars, I couldn't wait to get back to civilized cooking again. Well, do I get an introduction?
Oh, sure. This is Inga Williams. Inga, this is Ray Chaffee.
Hello.
Aren't you lovely, Miss Williams?
Why, thank you.
Corey hasn't been wasting any time since I've been gone. Have you, Corey?
We haven't known each other very long, Ray.
As a matter of fact, we were just discussing that very subject.
I'll bet he's been keeping you hidden, hasn't he? Been taking you to nothing but nice, dark places where nobody can see you unless they look very, very close. And you're worth looking closely at, Miss Williams.
Corey, didn't you say that you wanted to get the check?
Oh, yes, that's right. We were just finishing up, Ray. We're about to leave.
Oh, gee, what a shame. But, you were lucky at that, weren't you, Corey? I might have spotted you before the main course. What did you have? Did you try the blanket de veau? It was very good, but I suppose you had the steak. You never did have much imagination.
We both had the steak, Mr. Chaffee. I don't have much imagination either.
That's very sweet, Miss Williams. Very sweet of you. And now, Corey, you can leave.
For heaven's sake, Ray.
You heard me, Corey. Get out. Oh, your credit rating's still good at the Windward, isn't it? Would you stop at the desk and tell them to add my bill to your account? Go on, Corey. Move.
Will somebody please tell me what this is all about?
Inga, I'm sorry. I've got to leave. I'll call you later at home.
You'll do what?
I'll phone you later tonight.
No, Corey. No more calls tonight. You just go home and go Betty by. Tomorrow, well, we'll see about tomorrow.
Corey, where are you going? What do you think you're doing?
Please sit down, Miss Williams. You don't have to leave. There's no use you're sitting here alone, is it?
Well, I am leaving.
Corey wouldn't want you to do that. Would you, Corey? Tell Miss Williams that you want to stay.
Inga, please stay. I'll talk to you sometime tomorrow. Good night.
I just don't believe this.
Relax, Inga. You don't mind my calling you Inga, do you? Now that we're nice and cozy.
Get your hand off my arm or I'll start screaming. See what that does to your credit rating.
Wait, don't go.
Good night, Mr. Chaffee. Hello.
Inga, it's Corey.
Drop dead.
Inga, please don't hang up. Please listen to me. It's very important.
You can listen to me instead. I have never, repeat, never been treated that way by any man. I've never been so humiliated.
If you'll listen to me, maybe you'll understand what happened. Don't you even want to know?
Yes, I do want to know. I want to know very much.
I don't blame you for being angry. Look, I can't tell you all about it just yet, but I will, I promise. I didn't know Chaffee would be there. I didn't even know he was in town. I've been rid of him for 6 weeks. His company sent him on a sales trip.
Corey, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Last night was a very bad joke, but I am not awake enough to listen to any apology.
Inga, will you have lunch with me?
No.
Please, I have to see you. It's important to me.
Well, I don't feel like it.
We still have some unfinished business from last night.
Oh, all right. I'm too sleepy to argue. Tell me something, Corey. Are you hiding from that man?
Why do you say that?
This grotto you picked for lunch. It looks like a place frequented only by Portuguese leather tanners or something. I mean, did you pick it because of your friend?
Oh, now don't be silly.
It would be nice if you could explain.
It's so stupid that it almost defies explanation.
We'll try anyway.
Well, it's a kind of bet.
A what?
A bet. A running joke that I have with Chaffee.
Well, who is Chaffee? Do you work for him? Is he your boss?
No. He's just a friend. We went to college together. Chaffee, me, a few other guys. We had a poker club, you see. But a couple of marriages broke it up. You know.
No, I don't know a thing. All I know is that man ordered you out of the restaurant and you went.
I must have looked like a dope, I admit, but it had to be that way. It was part of the game.
A game? I mean, is that how you described last night?
Listen, there was something much more important about last night. A lot more important than Ray Chaffee. Now, can we forget about him for a while, please?
Well, how do you expect
Inga,
me to?
Please, here, look at this.
It's a box.
Yes, small velvet box. Remember me telling you about that half-wit that I was engaged to last year?
Leela.
Yes, Leela. Remember I said she returned my engagement ring?
Now, wait a minute.
Now, look what's inside the box. Go ahead. You see? Nothing.
I don't get it.
No, you don't get Leela's ring. I stopped at the jeweler's this morning and I made a deal for a clean swap. Now, you can go there any time and pick out the one you like. If you want to. You look shocked.
I am.
Excuse me, Mr. Jensen? Are you Mr. Corey Jensen?
Yes, that's me.
A telephone call for you, sir. It's already plugged in.
Well, there must be some mistake.
No, sir. It's for you.
Excuse me again. Hello?
Ladybug, fly away home. Your house is on fire. Your children will burn.
Ray.
Get going, Corey. Vamos, scram. Exit.
How did you know I was here? Are you following me again?
I want you out of there. Your presence in that place offends me.
What's going on?
I'm right across the street in the phone booth. I'll expect to see you under the canopy in the next 2 minutes. All right? I'll give you 3.
Corey, hang up on him.
Ray, please, for the love of...
You heard the command, Corey.
Yes, I heard it. Inga, I've got to go.
Oh, no, don't tell me. Not again.
I've got to, Inga. It's something that I can't help.
Corey, if you walk out of here and don't tell me why...
Look, Inga, order some lunch. Have the roast beef, darling. It's good here. And I'll call you.
If you go now, I don't want you ever to call me. Corey!
Go ahead, slam the door in my face.
I really should do exactly that.
And I wouldn't blame you. On the other hand, if you let me in, I'll tell you the whole story. I wanted to tell you the whole thing before, but I couldn't. That was part of the deal. I had to get Ray's approval. So I went to him this afternoon and he okayed it.
Well, how nice of Ray.
He even liked the idea of your knowing. I'm his slave, Inga.
What did you say? No, don't repeat it. I heard it. I just don't believe it.
I'm Ray Chaffee's personal slave. Now, I know that sounds wild, but it's not as crazy as you think. I don't mean he bought me on the open market or that we've got some kind of a nutty kind of sex thing going. What I mean is I have to do everything he tells me to do. Well, practically everything anyway. I mean, he can't cause me physical harm. He can't tell me to jump out the window, for instance. That would be against the rules.
The rules?
I've been his slave for 9-10 months now, and I've got less than 2 months before it's over. And I can tell you these last few weeks have been the roughest because of you.
Because of me?
I almost decided that I shouldn't keep on seeing you, not until this year was up. But with Chaffee away on that selling trip, I thought I could take a chance.
A chance on what?
Look, about 10 months ago, Chaffee and I and a couple of other guys, this little poker club I told you about, we were all sitting around one night putting away a fair amount of booze, and somehow we got on the subject of slavery. Present-day slavery, I mean.
Nice topic for a poker game.
Well, slavery still exists, you know. I mean, there's quite a slave trade in the Middle East, you know, places like that. Anyway, we all agreed that slavery was bad. But we also agreed that slavery was bad only for the slave. It was terrific for the master.
My, such insight.
Well, when you put all the moral considerations aside, what was so bad about having 2 or 3 slaves to do anything you want them to do? Ray Chaffee even found a quotation by Tolstoy about it. I think he looked it up, though, after the bet.
The bet? You said something about a bet before.
Well, you know about Tolstoy. He was some kind of Russian saint about individual freedom. Only he wrote in his diary that slavery is an evil, but an extremely nice evil.
But it is evil.
Sure, because it's involuntary. Slaves don't want to be slaves if it were voluntary. If you close that moral gap,
Is that what you did? Volunteered to be a slave?
Well, in a way. That's how the evening ended, in a kind of bet that Chaffee and I made with each other. Chaffee bet that I couldn't survive as his personal slave for a solid year. Now that year's almost over. I win, he loses, and things go back to normal. But I can't quit now, Inga, don't you see?
But you can't go on like this. You can't, Corey.
I've stood it for 10 months. Now, I just can't throw away those 10 months. Chappie made me see hell, and he may get worse. But I won't give him the satisfaction of quitting before the year is up.
Not even if I asked you to.
No, Inga, not even if you asked me. I'm his slave, Inga, and I'm going to be Chaffee's slave for the next 10 weeks, even if you never see me again.
Well, who would have thought that slavery was still alive, right in the heart of New York City? We've heard of wage slaves, love slaves, and other varieties, but Corey Jensen seems to be the genuine article. The question is, will Ray Chaffee want him to survive the next 10 weeks of slavery? What will he do to make him change his mind? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Corey Jensen, a modern young bachelor, has just shocked his girlfriend, Inger, by revealing himself in an ancient condition, the condition of servitude. Inger Williams is having a lot of trouble handling this information, but perhaps Corey can make her understand.
It didn't start out too badly. Chaffee wasn't used to having a slave. At first, he asked me to do things. He was polite. He used the word please, and all his commands were petty, like running errands, going to the library, finding him taxis. It was easy.
And then he changed?
Well, he couldn't ask me to do anything that would endanger my health or cost me my job or involve money or anything like that.
But he could humiliate you. He could do that.
Nothing that would get me picked up by the police. But anything else, I would have to do them or I wouldn't be his slave, would I? A slave gives unquestioned obedience. That's the heart and soul of it, the inability to refuse the master's orders. But it took Chaffee a long time, almost half a year, to find the joy in it.
The joy?
Yes. There is a joy in it, Inga. Almost an ecstasy. It's more than the convenience of someone doing your bidding. It's power. More direct, more satisfying than any other kind. The raw, immediate power of one human being over another.
You know what I think? I think you're children, two stupid kids who ought to be spanked.
Anyway, after 6 months, his commands started getting tougher and more frequent. That's when we stopped being friends and became what we are now, master and slave. Nothing but that. And that's when he started to really enjoy it.
Corey.
Yes?
Do you love me?
Inga, don't ask me to quit. Please. It's not possible. Do you think those restaurant things were bad? There have been worse. I've done every kind of dirty job for Chappie. I've been his valet, his butler, his cleaning woman. He's broken me up with every girl I've dated. He even tried to take them over. He even told one of them what I was to him.
I thought the ground rules...
They only apply to me, not to him. The master doesn't have to keep secrets. Only the slave. And he told this half-wit girl...
Leela?
Yes. And maybe Chaffee did me a favor there, but I won't forget the way he walked in on us.
And told her that you were his slave?
He told her and he proved it. Made me crawl in front of her. And that half-wit laughed. She thought it was funny. Hilarious. She asked Chaffee for a piece of the action. She wanted to play, too. And for the rest of the night, I was her slave as well, because that's part of the bargain. If you've got one master, you're the slave of the whole human race.
Oh, Corey, how could you? I would have smashed his face.
Sure, slaves revolt. That's part of the fun. But I had too much invested.
Oh, no. Who would be calling me this late?
I don't know.
Should I answer it? Do you think it might be him?
Well, he knows I'm here.
All right. Hello?
Hello, baby. How are you? Is that little boy crying his heart out to you?
Hello, Mr. Chaffee. I'm delighted you called. Delighted. It gives me a chance to tell you what I think of you.
Save it. Let me talk to Corey.
Not until you hear me first.
Sweetie, you bug me and I bug him, Dick.
Corey, you better take it.
Hello?
Did you tell her yet?
Yes, I told her the whole thing. About the bet. You said I could.
That's not what I'm talking about. You know what I mean.
No, I haven't told her.
Do it then. Right now. Let me hear you do it.
All right. Inga,
Yes?
Ray wants me to leave now, but he doesn't want you to be lonely. He says he'll be glad to come up here and keep you company. He says,
Go on, Corey.
he says he knows a way to keep you warm and happy.
Corey.
Inga, I'd appreciate it if you would. I can't force you, but I'd look on it as a real favor if you'd let Ray come up now.
Corey, get out of here. Get out of here right now. Hello?
It's me, Inga.
Well, what do you know? I thought your master had sent you to Timbuktu or someplace. It's been more than a week.
Inga, can you meet me? I'm in the phone booth at the corner of Madison and 64th, right near the jewelry store I told you about.
And where's your master? In the store?
Oh, no, this time I turned the tables. I've been spying on him. I saw him pull his car out of the garage 10 minutes ago. It's safe for us to meet.
Well, it may be safe, but that doesn't mean I want to.
Inga, please.
All right. I'll be there.
Nine more weeks, Inga. That's all. Just 9 weeks, and it'll be over. Now, here's what I figured out. I won't see you again until then. I won't even try.
But it's so unfair.
It's the only way. I'll tell him we've broken up. Then he'll leave you alone after that, unless you've met someone else in the meantime.
Oh, you fool. Do you think that I want someone else?
Darling, let's go to that jewelry store. Let's go right now. Maybe if you have that ring on your finger, it'll make a difference.
Oh, Corey. It's just so beautiful. I can't stop looking at it.
I can't stop looking at you looking at it.
Oh, look at the way it catches the light from the street lamp.
It's catching the light from your eyes.
Oh, Corey. I love you so much.
I love you too, darling. Uh-oh.
What is it?
A car in front of your apartment house.
Is it his?
Yes. I better go.
Please, don't. He might be waiting in the lobby or upstairs in the hall. I'm afraid of him, Corey.
You don't have to be, darling. He doesn't have any hold over you. If he starts anything, tell him you'll call the police. If he threatens me, tell him you don't give a damn, that we've broken up.
It's all so horrible.
I'll call you later, darling.
Good evening, Miss Williams. I wonder if you've seen our friend.
No, I haven't seen your friend. And I don't want to see him.
Then maybe you're in the market for a new friend.
Good night, Mr. Chaffee.
Don't go yet, Miss Williams. Please. Tell me where you're keeping the laddie. I know you two are still together. Where is he? Hiding under your bed?
All right, why don't you come inside and see for yourself? There's something that I want to ask you anyway.
Well, no, that's a very kind offer.
You don't have to search the place. You can take my word for it. Corey isn't here.
I'm perfectly willing to believe you.
Then are you perfectly willing to do something else?
What's that?
I want you to call off this bet that you have with Corey.
Really? You want me to free the slave? Issue an emancipation proclamation?
Yes. He's had enough of the joke, and I think you have, too.
You know something? You're right.
What?
It's become a burden. Not just to poor old Corey, but to me. It's a job having a slave. You know that? It's a responsibility. Like inheriting a lot of money. You're driven to do something about it all the time.
Mr. Chaffee, I'm willing to make you a deal.
I beg your pardon.
Now, you're scared silly that you're going to lose this bet, aren't you?
Do I look worried?
You know that Corey is determined to make it through the year. I mean, he's only got 9 weeks left, and you can't dream up things horrible enough to make him quit. But I've got a claim on Corey, too. And if you do what I say, I'll see that you get your money back.
Is that an offer?
If you call this thing off right now, I promise you will get back every cent that Corey wins.
My, you really believe you can twist the laddie around your finger? Why is that?
Because I've got this around my finger.
Well, don't tell me. You're engaged.
That's right.
Isn't that nice? I never thought old Corey would finally break down and marry the girl. Must be a reason, Miss Williams. You must really have something.
I have Corey. And I swear to you, you won't lose a thing if you call off this nonsense.
Money, money, money. You really think that's all I care about? Why not try another form of persuasion?
Stay away from me.
I'd certainly like to know what it is about you that Corey finds so irresistible.
Let go of me.
Be nice, darling. Be nice to the master. I can promise you the master is superior to the slave.
Let go of me.
Strong little girl, aren't you?
If you don't let go,
Ow!
I warned you.
That ring. You cut my eye.
Get out of here.
My eye. You could have blinded me, you stupid woman.
You better go have it taken care of, Mr. Chaffee. And you'd better go right now. All right, I'm coming. What are you doing here?
Let us in, Inga.
I don't want him here.
You heard the man, Miss Williams. We're a team. You can't break up a team.
Inga, please.
Corey, what is this? Why did you bring him here?
Because I had to.
You mean because he ordered you to?
Yes, that's right.
Well, this game of yours does not include me. I am not one of your players. And I am certainly not Mr. Chaffee's slave.
No. You're not a slave, Miss Williams, but you could be something else if I'm willing to press charges.
Charges? For what?
Inga, look at his eye. You almost put out his eye.
Oh, you mean I didn't? I'm sorry. I meant to.
I've been to an eye specialist. He says I was very lucky, but I may have to wear this patch for 2 months.
Well, I'm sure it's very distinguished.
You shouldn't have done it, Inga.
But you don't know what happened. He attacked me.
She's a liar.
It's the truth. He attacked me right here in this room.
You still shouldn't have done such a thing to him.
Look at it, Miss Williams. I'll take the patch off so you can see what you did. There.
Oh, I don't care. If you want to call the police, go ahead. I will tell them exactly how it happened.
Inga, please listen to me. Look, I'm sorry about this, but...
Corey, we got engaged this morning, remember? Engaged to be married. And yet you come here and talk to me like this.
Tell her, Corey. Tell her what she has to do.
You can't go around putting people's eyes out, Inga. That's not what the ring is for.
Tell her who she hurt, Corey.
The master. You hurt the master.
Oh, please, get out. Both of you.
Look what you did to him.
Please, don't touch me.
Darling, don't be angry at me. After tonight, I won't... I mean, Ray has promised that there's no more, not after tonight. He'll leave us alone. He swore it. He'll leave us alone after you do it.
Do what?
Kiss his eye.
Are you crazy?
Look how swollen it is. It's all black and swollen.
Oh, Corey, let go of me. You're hurting my arm.
You shouldn't have done it, Inga. Now you have to kiss it.
Let me go.
Kiss it, Inga. Kiss his eye. You heard it. Now you have to kiss it.
Get out of here. I will call the police. Do you hear me? I'll have you both arrested.
It's all right, laddie. You did your best. I know that. Come on. Let's go home.
And don't you come back. I don't want to see you again, Corey. Never.
They say one of the most destructive forces in romance is a triangle. But the triangle responsible for this romantic disaster is unusual indeed. One girl, one slave, one master. But are Corey Jensen and Inga Williams really finished? Will love find a way despite the chains of slavery? I'll be back shortly with Act 3. The time is 8 weeks later. These have been difficult weeks for Inga Williams, and the memory of that night in her apartment is as vivid an injury as Ray Chaffee's swollen eye. But in all likelihood, Mr. Chaffee's wound has healed by now. Inga's hasn't.
Come on, Inga. I know you want to talk about it. Why else did you ask me to dinner?
I wanted company, that's why.
You usually prefer male companionship. Did you and Corey break up?
Yes, weeks ago.
And you never said a word to me.
I've hardly said a word to anyone on any subject. I've been living the life of a hermit.
But why? I mean, was it really rough? Did he throw you over for some other woman?
No, not another woman. We just decided to call it quits.
If you think that's enough of an explanation.
I doubt that you'll believe the real explanation. He's somebody's slave, Sylvia.
What?
He made a bet with a friend of his that he could stand being his personal slave for 1 whole year. Go through all the humiliation of it, of jumping through hoops for him, obeying every order no matter how crazy or embarrassing.
Good Lord.
I mean, I don't know how much money is at stake. A lot, I suppose. And Corey is probably going to win it. I hope he is happy with his prize.
Inga, you're not making this up, are you?
It's true. I have been living with this nightmare for almost 3 months. No, that isn't quite true. I've been out of it for the past couple of months. I haven't seen Corey all this time. I've only heard from him once. I still carry the letter with me. Do you want to see it?
If you want to show it to me.
Here, read it.
Dear Inga, I know you hate me now. Does it make any sense to say that I love you? The chains come off on Sunday, October 28th. I'll call you then. I won't blame you for anything you say to me. Corey. The chains?
That's what I said. Corey's been wearing those chains. That's why I am not wearing his engagement ring anymore.
Inga, don't you think that was kind of foolish of you?
What do you mean?
Breaking up with him over a silly bet.
There was nothing silly about it. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever witnessed. You've no idea how horrible it was.
All right, so Corey's still a college boy at heart. But he's really cute, Inga. And he's a bachelor. And he earns good money.
Yeah, he'll earn even more money on October 28th, but I don't care.
October 28th? That's tomorrow.
Yes.
Then the whole thing will be over. What's to stop you two from getting back together again?
I can't, Sylvia. Believe me. After what's happened, it would be impossible.
But why? I mean, don't you like him anymore? Were you in love with the guy, or weren't you?
Yes. I was in love with him.
And you still are. I can tell you're still crazy about him.
Forget it, Sylvia, please.
You haven't forgotten him, obviously.
I have. I try not to think of Corey at all.
Honey, can I ask you just one question?
What?
Why did you ask me to dinner?
Well, why not?
I mean, why choose tonight? Is it because of tomorrow? Because Corey is going to phone you tomorrow?
I've no idea if he's going to call. His master may have sent him to Africa by now.
He's going to call you. He said so in his letter.
Well, that was written weeks ago.
You want to know what to do when he does call. You want somebody to tell you what to do.
No, Sylvia, I've already made up my mind about it.
You want someone like me to tell you not to be stupid, to tell you that men like Corey Jensen don't grow on trees. Well, listen carefully, honey. Men like Corey Jensen don't grow on trees.
Hello?
Hi, Inga. It's Sylvia.
Oh. Hold on a sec. I want to shut off the radio. Hi, Sylvia. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right.
Oh, that doesn't sound so good.
I told you I'm fine.
He hasn't called, has he?
No, he hasn't.
It's almost 3 according to my watch.
It's closer to 3:30.
I just don't understand it. He said he'd call.
Sylvia, I told you that I wasn't going to hold my breath. I mean, nothing Corey Jensen says can be taken seriously. I mean, you can't believe a slave.
But he's not a slave anymore. Today's the 28th, isn't it?
Yes.
Emancipation Day, right?
Who knows? Maybe Mr. Chaffee extended the contract.
Do you know what I'd do if I were you? I'd call him.
Oh, absolutely not.
You're crazy if you don't. You're throwing away your whole future, that's what you're doing. And if you really want my advice, you'll phone Corey the second I hang up, which is right now.
Oh, well. 3, 4, 6, 1, 1, 2. I wonder if he's trying to reach me. No, the phone would have rung by now. 4, 6, 1, 1, 2. Oh, damn.
Are you still talking to me?
Hello, Sylvia.
Has anything happened?
Yes, I've practically worn out my finger dialing Mr. Corey Jensen's number. And guess what? All I've gotten is a busy signal.
You're kidding. Maybe the phone's off the hook.
No, I had the number verified. The operator said there was someone talking.
Man or woman?
They don't give out that kind of information.
For Pete's sake. Well, you're not going to let that spoil things, are you?
Well, what can I do about it?
That's simple. You can go over there.
What?
You know where Corey lives. You can go to his apartment. You can ring the doorbell. One thing about doorbells, they don't give off busy signals.
Inga.
Hello, Corey. I'm sorry to surprise you this way.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just I'm on the phone right now. Come in.
I just feel like an idiot coming over here, but you did say that you would call me today.
Yes, I was going to call you. I was going to call you just as soon as I got some things straightened out. Look, I've been on the phone for hours.
I know you have.
Please, darling, I can't talk just now. I have to get back to the phone.
Go ahead. Don't mind me.
Oh, thanks. Hello, are you still there? Damn it, they hung up. Look, I'll have to call them back. Why don't you fix yourself a drink or something?
Corey, if you'd rather I left, I will.
No, I don't want you to leave.
I didn't come over here expecting a big hug and a kiss, Corey. I still have your ring, you know, and I had to find out what you wanted me to do with it.
Angus, sit down. Please wait while I make this call.
Corey, what is it? You don't look well.
Inga, please. It's just that I haven't had a chance to shave today. I know I look a mess, but... Oh, hello. Hello, is this Martha? Martha, it's Corey. Look, this is only a long shot, but have you seen Ray? Well, no, I don't mean anything by that. I just wanted to know if... No, don't bother. If you don't know where Ray is, he sure as hell won't. No, I can't talk now. I'm running late. Goodbye, Martha.
Corey, you said one phone call.
I didn't say that.
Look, if you haven't got 1 minute between phone calls for me, maybe I'd better leave.
You don't understand. I'm trying to find him. He's not at his apartment. Even his maid doesn't know where he is.
Who? Your master? Ray?
He's gone, Inga. I think he may be running away.
You mean because of the bet? Because you won it?
Yeah. Hello? Yes, I'm Mr. Jensen. I placed the call. Good. Hello, Mr. Valdez. Yes, it's urgent that I locate Mr. Chaffee. Well, look, I think he's taking a Panagra flight today, but I don't know which one. It's a matter of life or death. It's a member of his family, very ill. I know it's against the rules, but... Yes, just one moment while I pick up a pencil here. Okay, let me have it. Flight 33, leaving at 6:30. Thank you. No. A message at the airport won't do it. He might think it was a mistake. I can get there on time if I leave right away. Thank you very much. It's true. He's cheating me. Did you hear that? He got himself an assignment in South America.
South America?
You remember that selling trip Ray went on? Well, it was a lie. He was in South America. I got it out of his secretary. He was setting up a job down there, preparing his line of retreat in case he lost the bet.
Did he lose that much money?
Look, Inga, I've got to go. I've got to get to the airport.
But that's insane, Corey. I mean, giving up everything he has because of a stupid bet?
Please don't hold me up.
But why is he so desperate? Corey, how much money was involved?
Who said it was money?
But you bet Ray Chaffee. You told me about the bet that you two had.
Yes, there was a bet, but I never mentioned money. That was your conclusion. But it wasn't what you're thinking. It was more like a swap.
What?
A swap, a bargain, an exchange.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, now you really think I'm sick, don't you? Well, think what you want, only I'm telling you this, Inga, he's not getting away with it. He's had his year, and now I get mine.
A year? You mean he is your slave now for a year?
That's right. Chaffee's going to pay his debt. He made me pay, now it's his turn. Now I've got the hoop and the whip, and he's going to jump.
Oh, Corey, don't do this. Let him go. You can't do to him what he did to you. It's too awful. It isn't human.
Stop it, Inga. It's a long drive to the airport, and I want to beat the traffic.
Corey, do you still want to marry me?
You know I do.
But how could I while you're doing such a thing? I couldn't stand another year like this.
But it wouldn't be the same this time, don't you see? This time he's the slave. I'm the master.
That wouldn't make any difference. There's no difference between either one. I couldn't marry you like this. And I wouldn't marry you, Corey.
All right. All right, Inga, so you don't marry me.
Corey.
I'm sorry, but I can't help myself. There's nothing I can do now. It's too late.
Corey, please, come back. Corey! All right, go on. Go to your precious slave. I hope you'll be very happy with each other. And they will be. That's the worst part of all. They will be happy.
Yes, Inga Williams was right. Slavery makes slaves of the masters, too. That's why the system never worked so many years ago. But for Corey Jensen and Ray Chaffee, the system goes on. And they're welcome to it. I'll be back in a moment. We're sorry that our love story has to come to an unhappy ending. But it isn't as unhappy as you think, because Inga Williams was right. Corey and Ray were meant for each other. And Inga, being the lovely, sensitive girl that she is, found someone else. Someone who gave her a genuine diamond ring, and not a slave bracelet. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Fred Gwynn, Patsy Bruder, and Mary Orr. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Let's go back to Jack Morrissey's.
Jack Morrissey is dead and gone. And you and I can't do the Lindy anymore.
We were happy. We were so happy.
Because we were children. You never wanted to grow up, accept responsibility.
But I've gone back. Once again, I felt that thrill. The thrill I knew the night we met.
You even sound like a song of 30 years ago.
I saw how you looked. You didn't have a line on your face, a doubt in your heart, a worry in your head.
Please, Bill, go to the office, salvage something.
I have to go back. I can't live here anymore.
What do you mean by here?
The present.
The present is all we have. The future never comes, and the past is dead.
This time, I won't let anybody break into it. I'll know how to hold on to it. Come back with me, Zelda.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I'm happy you could join us. I must tell you something about myself, which perhaps you already know. Now and then, I succumb to a temptation which is as futile as it is irresistible. I ask for an answer to a question to which there is no answer, never has been, and may never be. Yet the question stands and stays, patiently awaiting the answer that will let it retire. So now, I ask you, what is truth? We shall look for an answer in this story.
You expect me to believe you?
Well, why shouldn't you believe me, Mother? It's the truth.
Well, I'm sure you think it's the truth.
It is.
I don't happen to agree.
Well, I don't know what I can do about that.
Tell the truth.
Our mystery drama, Guilty, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars Jack Grimes and Ann Petoniak. Kenneth Case is 39 years old. He lives in his mother's house on one of the tree-shaded streets of a pleasant suburb, and he teaches philosophy at the State University. He's not handsome, but he has a genial look about him. He's not brilliant, but neither is he stupid, and most people enjoy his company. His means are modest, but so are his wants, and he has tenure in his job. The life of Kenneth Case has been placid and fairly free of stress until this moment.
All right, hands at your sides and look straight ahead.
Take your time.
That's him.
Please.
Third from the left.
Please keep your voice down.
I'd know him anywhere. That's him.
Mother? Mother?
I'll be right down, Kenny.
Oh, okay, take your time. Gonna make myself a drink.
I meant to be at the station house, but
Oh, that's all right.
I had to finish up with the lawyers. It's not so easy to take out a second mortgage. I never thought I'd have to...
You make out all right?
Well, of course. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Well, that's right.
I don't suppose you made a drink for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you
That's all right. I'll make it myself. I need one as much as you do.
I doubt that.
Well, almost. Isn't $15,000 kind of a high bail?
Well, I have no idea.
Well, it seems awfully high to me. They know you're not going to run off someplace.
I've never known how they decide what bail to set. I've never thought too much about it. I never thought it would concern me. Even now, I can't believe it has anything to do with me.
You want a little snack or something to go with your drink?
No, thanks.
It was that woman's identification that did it.
Oh, I don't mean the identification. I stopped believing any of it long before they put me in the lineup. By the time I'd gotten that far, I was starting to think the whole thing was a joke.
A joke?
A comedy of errors.
Well, it is.
You know, that detective showed up. I just thought he was, just here to ask questions. Did I know Mrs. Malloy? Had I seen her that day? Et cetera, et cetera. When he said, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me, Mr. Case, I think I laughed. I don't remember exactly, but I actually think I laughed. That's when it started to be unreal. Something out of another world, another life. Not my world, not my life. I think when she screamed out, "That's him," I don't think I really laughed out loud, but I wanted to. Inside I could feel a little kind of giggle.
Oh, I hope you didn't actually laugh.
Now, what's the difference? The whole thing is a craziness. This woman, this total stranger, says a man 5'9" with a blonde mustache and a black briefcase knocked at my door. When I opened it, he grabbed me by the neck and he tried to choke me. After that, he knocked me down and raped me. He took my jewelry and he ran. I read it all in the paper. No particular reason, except that I know the house she lives in. I pass it every day on my way to the university and again on my way home. That gave me some kind of special interest, I guess, just knowing the house. But then I forgot about it. Completely forgot till Detective Stein showed up and, well, you know.
The woman's crazy.
No, she isn't necessarily crazy. She's just mistaken.
She's crazy.
She said from the start the man was about 40. Blonde mustache, brown suit.
Or a liar.
Then she sees me. Blonde mustache, brown suit, about 40, and she says, "That's my man." She wasn't necessarily lying. In fact, I'm sure she thinks she was telling the truth. Only she wasn't. She made a mistake. She was wrong.
They'll find out she's lying.
Not lying. Just wrong.
Whatever.
I saw her a couple of times.
You did? Don't tell them that.
Yeah, on my way to work. She was on the porch. I never even spoke to her. There was no reason to.
What does she look like?
Oh, about your age, I guess.
Is she pretty?
Yeah, I don't know. Nice looking, near as I remember. Hair cut short. Yeah, I remember that because you just had yours cut short, so I sort of noticed.
Well, what I can't figure out is why you? What does she have against you?
She made a mistake, that's all.
She lied.
No, she didn't.
Well, she certainly didn't tell the truth.
Yeah, she certainly didn't. Only how am I going to prove that?
Make her take a lie detector test.
A what?
A lie detector test. Why not?
Well, she believes she's telling the truth, only I know she isn't. Mother, I think you've given me an idea.
I have.
I'm going down to the station house. I can just make it if I hurry.
What for?
I want to talk to Lieutenant Stein.
Come in. Oh, come in, Mr. Case.
Lieutenant.
Didn't expect you back so soon.
No, I guess you didn't.
Well, sit down.
Thanks.
Now, what can we do for you?
I want to take a lie detector test. That identification by Mrs. Malloy shook me up, Lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
She sounded so positive, and she's so wrong.
Lie detector readings are not admissible in court, you know that.
Yes, I know that. It's about the only thing I do know about them. But it's hanging over my head, that this thing. I don't mind telling it. It's not pleasant.
I don't imagine it is.
I may have to go through a trial.
You will?
Unless you find out who really did it before then.
Well, we're still looking.
Well, that's good. But in the meantime, even if it doesn't help me in court, if if it comes to that, it would help me to prove my innocence.
Who do you think you're proving it to?
I don't know exactly. To myself? That's silly. I already know. To you, maybe? I'd like to feel you're on my side.
I'm on nobody's side. I'm just a detective.
Yeah, but... Well, let's just say I'd like to take the test.
Well, if you want to.
I do.
Janet, get me Dr. Knapp at the hospital, will you? Thanks.
A doctor, huh? Well, I didn't know doctors ran these things.
Well, any qualified person can do it. Dr. Knapp happens to be the polygrapher we use when there's any occasion, which isn't too often.
Well, I'm sort of looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Knapp, thank you. This is Lieutenant Stein. Can you run a polygraph for me? Well, anytime, I guess. Now, hold on, please. You in a hurry, Mr. Case?
Well, yes.
Soon as possible, Doctor. This afternoon, 4:30. Fine. See you, Doc. All set.
4:30?
Right.
Where do I go? To the hospital or where?
How about right here?
Well, is that possible?
Easiest thing in the world.
Well, all right then. Fine, I'll go home and tell my mother, and I'll come back here at 4:30. Gee whiz.
What's the matter?
Well, nothing's the matter. I just didn't know it'd be so simple. Look, would you be here later when I come back?
Oh, sure, I'll be here. I have to give the doctor the list of questions.
Oh, you make up the questions, not the doctor.
I'm the only one who knows what to ask.
Yes, of course, you're right. The doctor doesn't know me at all. Well, thank you, Lieutenant, for everything.
Not at all.
I'll see you at 4:30.
Right.
You know, I'm beginning to feel better. It's a question of doing something, I guess, not just sitting and waiting. I'll see you later, Lieutenant. Am I early?
Just a couple of minutes. How are you, Mr. Case?
Well, all right, I think. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I guess because I know I'm not guilty of anything. It'd be nice if everybody believed me, but they don't, so I guess I want a machine to sort of stick up for me. Crazy?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that it?
The polygraph? Yeah, that's it.
Small, isn't it?
How big did you expect it to be?
I don't know what I expected. I don't even know what I expect now. I just know I didn't do anything wrong.
I know. No, that must be the doctor. Hi, Doc.
Hello, Lieutenant.
This is Mr. Case, Dr. Knapp. Dr. Knapp, Mr. Case.
Mr. Case?
Hello, I was just saying, Lieutenant, here, that I wasn't sure what I expected from this test. And one of the things I didn't expect was that you'd be a woman.
I'm also a qualified polygrapher.
Well, I didn't mean... Life is full of surprises.
Are we ready?
Okay to start, Mr. Case?
Oh, sure, yep, sure.
If you'll be so good as to step over here, Mr. Case.
All right.
Now, this is the machine.
Yeah, the lieutenant told me.
That's your chair. This is my chair.
Mm-hmm.
Will you please remove your jacket and take your place in the chair?
Yeah, sure.
Sit down, Mr. Case.
Okay.
Relax. That's better. May I have your right hand, please?
Right hand? Sure.
This is nothing but an abrasive salve I'm rubbing into your palm. Similar to those used for making contact in electrocardiograms.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm going to fasten the disc. Tell me if it's too tight.
No, it's okay.
Your left arm now, please.
All right.
This is a rubber sleeve I'm putting around your bicep, much like the one used for taking blood pressure. Too tight?
Maybe a little.
There. Better?
Yes, thanks.
This thing that looks like a rubber accordion, it goes around your chest. Will you lean forward a little, please?
All right.
There. That's all. Are you comfortable, Mr. Case?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, you're now connected to the machine, and the machine is connected to you.
Mm-hmm.
The disc in your palm registers pulse beat. The band in your arm, pressure of blood.
Right.
The band around your chest measures your breathing. That's all there is to the machine. Simple, isn't it?
Will it also make coffee?
Not this model. You have the questions, Lieutenant?
Yeah, right here.
These are the questions I'm going to ask you. Each question has its corresponding number on the tape. They're synchronized. If there should be a long silence at any time, don't worry. I'm only waiting for the next number to come up. You answer with yes or no.
What?
The questions are designed to be answered that way. Understand?
No.
Mr. Case.
Now, what kind of a game are you trying to run on me?
Game?
Well, there's hardly a question in the world that can be answered yes or no.
Mr. Case, you're disturbing the wires.
Any question worth asking can't be answered yes or no.
Mr. Case, you asked for this test.
I know I did.
The polygraph has to have yes or no answers, or it won't work at all. Believe me.
Okay, I believe you.
Now, try not to move, please. And answer the questions in a low and uniform tone of voice. Ready?
Ready.
Is your name Kenneth Case?
Yes.
Were you born in the United States?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Are you a professor of philosophy?
Yes.
Men and machines. Machines and men. If our age is distinguished by anything, it is man's devotion to the machine. There is almost nothing we have not invented a machine to do for us. From washing our clothes to killing our enemies. We worship the machine. It has taken over our lives. The day may come when it will take over us. And in simple self-defense, we will turn ourselves into machines. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. Kenneth Case, age 39, professor of philosophy at the State University, lives with his mother in a suburban town. The tenor of his life was interrupted when he was taken into custody on suspicion of assault, rape, and robbery. The victim was a Mrs. Malloy, who stridently identified Kenneth Case as a criminal. At his own request, he has been granted a lie detector test, and the test is in progress.
Do you have a dark blue suit in your wardrobe?
Yes.
Do you have a brown suit in your wardrobe?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a woman named Frances Malloy?
Yes.
Have you ever spoken with Mrs. Malloy?
No.
Do you shave with an electric razor?
No.
Are you aware that Mrs. Malloy was assaulted in her home?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you pass by Mrs. Malloy's home on your way to work?
Yes.
Do you pass Mrs. Malloy's house on your way home from work?
Yes.
Did you see Mrs. Malloy on Monday evening, June the 3rd?
No.
Did you see her on the morning of June the 4th?
No.
Have you ever thought of starting a conversation with Mrs. Malloy?
Yes.
Have you ever started such a conversation?
No.
Do you live at number 114 Forest Avenue?
Yes.
Does your mother also live at this address?
Yes.
Do you have a checking account?
No.
Do you have a savings account?
Yes.
Is it a joint account with your mother?
No.
On June 3rd, did you assault Mrs. Malloy?
No!
Please, Mr. Case, I asked you not to move and to keep your replies as close to a monotone as possible.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to adjust the machine.
Glass of water, Mr. Case?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Do you own a radio?
Yes.
Do you own a record player?
Mother? Mother?
I'll be right down, Kenny.
I'm going to make myself a drink. You want one?
Please. Well, how was it?
Not too bad.
You mean it?
Well, at first it wasn't quite what I expected. To start with, the polygrapher, which is what they call people who give these tests, turned out to be a lady doctor.
A lady?
Well, she works at the county hospital. Polygraphs are sort of an outside activity, I gather.
Did she tell you that?
Well, no, I just guessed.
How old?
What?
How old is the lady doctor?
I don't know. Around my age, I guess. Maybe younger. I didn't get around to asking her age.
Now, don't be sarcastic, Kenny.
Sorry.
Dorothy called while you were down there.
Oh, what you want?
Just to know how you were and how you're bearing up, etc.
She want me to call her back?
Well, I can't remember if she said to call her back or if she didn't.
I'll call her back anyway.
Finish your drink first.
Yeah.
Are you serious about Dorothy?
Well, I like Dorothy, you know that.
Well, of course I know that. I asked you, are you serious?
I don't think I'm serious about Dorothy.
Does she know that?
I think so.
You just think so?
I know so.
You've told her?
Don't worry, Mother. She knows.
I wasn't worried. Why don't you call her back? She sounded genuinely worried.
I think I'll have another drink first.
I think I will, too.
Okay.
You know, Kenny, I'm glad you're not serious about Dorothy.
Well, you are?
Well, she's too young for you.
Here's your drink.
Thank you, honey.
I don't need your permission to get married, you know.
Well, whoever said you did?
Well, the way you talk.
Well, it doesn't hurt to talk about it, does it? I mean, you've waited this long to get married. I should think you'd want to be sure it's the right girl.
I do?
Well, all right, then. Now, take that girl you met on the Caribbean cruise. You almost married her.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you did. I remember it very well. What was her name? She had a long, skinny face, looked like a horse.
Christine.
Now, that would have been a mistake, to marry her. Now, you know that. There was something not really feminine about that girl, that Christine, don't you think?
Oh, I thought she was very feminine.
Well, it's a matter of opinion, I guess. Anyway, it didn't take you long to get rid of her.
Look, Mother, I was feeling pretty good when I came home. Now I'm starting to feel lousy. Can't we talk about something besides my old girlfriends?
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know, anything.
Why don't you call up Dorothy?
Later. I'll call her later.
I like Dorothy.
Well, I never knew that.
Well, I think she's very nice and attractive looking. Don't you think?
Why, I guess so.
It's not like that awful, what's her name that you were so gone on last year?
What awful, what's her name?
You know the one, that fat blonde, that divorcee?
Myra Stanton?
That's the one, Myra. She was years older than you.
She was exactly my age.
She was. Well, she looked years older and fat. Now, Dorothy isn't fat.
All right. We've established that much. Dorothy isn't fat. Now, can we go on and talk about something else? Like, what's for dinner?
Leftovers.
Oh. Maybe we should go out.
What for?
I don't know. I feel like... I don't know, sort of celebrating.
Celebrating what?
Yeah, well, it may sound silly, but celebrating my lie detector test.
What kind of a thing is that to celebrate? Taking a lie detector test like a common criminal.
Do you want to go out for dinner or don't you?
No, I don't. I went to a lot of trouble to dress up those leftovers, and I want to eat home.
Okay, maybe I'll see if Dorothy wants to have dinner with me.
Honey, don't Don't do that. I'll go out for dinner. I didn't realize it meant that much to you.
Well, for some crazy reason, it does.
Look, I'll go up and change, and it won't take a minute.
Okay.
You make yourself another drink, and I'll be right down.
Okay.
I'll wear my blue lace.
I'll get it. Yes, hello.
Is Mr. Case there?
This is Mr. Case.
Mr. Case, Lieutenant Stein.
Oh, yeah, Lieutenant.
I thought you might be worried about the polygraph.
Well, I'm interested, naturally.
I'm not sure I ought to be doing this, but I figured, well, it's your test. You asked for it. You paid for it.
That's right.
I hope you're prepared for this, Mr. Case.
For what? What are you talking about?
Well, Dr. Knapp just handed me the analysis, and I'm sorry to have to tell you this.
Tell me what?
The analysis seems to indicate that you're guilty, Mr. Case.
That I'm what?
Guilty.
That's impossible.
That's what the analysis says.
It's simply impossible.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd tell you.
Thank you.
Now, don't let it get you down. Polygraphs aren't admissible.
Well, I'm all ready. How do I look? Was that Dorothy on the phone?
It was Lieutenant Stein.
What did he want?
He wanted to give me the result of the polygraph.
Oh?
The machine says I'm guilty.
But I didn't do it, the man cries out. Even as a little boy, he must have cried out to his mother or his father, I didn't do it. Parents are ready to be persuaded or convinced. But what can the man expect from the machine? The silent, implacable machine. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. Kenneth Case, under suspicion of assault, rape, and robbery, has asked and been allowed to take a lie detector test. Knowing his own innocence, he has returned to the house he shares with his mother, only to receive a phone call from Lieutenant Stein informing him that an analysis of the test results indicate he is guilty. This information Kenneth Case has just passed on to his mother.
The lie detector says you're guilty. How can that be?
I don't know. It seems after they've asked all their questions and your answers have made marks on a chart, blood pressure, heartbeat, respiration, they take this chart and they analyze it.
And this chart, those little marks, make out that you're guilty?
So it seems.
Well, how can that be?
Mother, I don't know.
No, you were the one asked to take the test. You even paid to take it. Now, would you do that if you were guilty?
Maybe they figure I thought I was good enough a liar to get away with it.
Well, why did you ever ask to take it?
Because I wanted to clear myself, Mother.
But they don't allow those things in court, you said.
I know that, but Look, Mother, let's not get into all that now. Do you mind?
They trapped you.
No, they didn't. Why would they?
Well, that doctor trapped you, that lady doctor.
It was a perfectly legitimate test.
Well, then why did it come out the way it did?
I don't know. Now, let's just drop the subject.
Well, I don't suppose we'll be going out to dinner.
No, I don't suppose we will.
Well, I guess I'll go upstairs and take this dress off.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll be down shortly and heat up those leftovers. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Kenny, try not to brood about this thing, will you?
Yeah, I'll try.
Now, it's spilt milk, that's all. They can't use the test against you in court. Not that I think you'll ever have to go to court.
Mother, go up and change your dress, huh?
Okay. I won't be more than a couple of minutes.
Take your time. I'm not hungry.
Candy, get that, will you?
Yeah, all right.
Mr. Case?
What? It's Dr. Knapp, isn't it?
Yes, did Detective Stein call you?
Yeah, a few minutes ago.
Oh, he said he was going to.
Yeah, well, he did.
I imagine you're upset.
You would imagine, rightly.
Mr. Case, may I come in and talk to you?
What about?
The test.
What's there to say?
Well, quite a lot, really. Anyway, I have a lot to say. Please, let me come in.
Okay, come on in.
Thank you. This is very unprofessional, what I'm doing.
Oh, is it?
It's absolutely forbidden to contact anyone we've given the test to. I've never done it before, and I won't be doing it again.
Look, I was just about to make myself a drink. May I make you one, Dr. Knapp?
No, I don't care for a drink, thank you.
Well, I guess I won't have one either. You were saying you aren't supposed to contact people you give the test to.
I said I'm not supposed to. I never have, and I won't be doing it again because I'm giving the whole thing up.
Oh?
After I got my MD, I decided to do some more studying, to become an analyst.
A psychoanalyst?
Yes. It meant a lot more schooling. And there's my training analysis to pay for, and I was a little short of money. By that I mean I didn't have any. So one of the things I did to get my hands on some was to learn how to give lie detector tests. The more I learned through psychoanalysis, the less I liked lie detector tests.
Oh, well, why is that?
I suppose you know what unconscious guilt is. Or do you?
I can't say that I do. I know people are always saying you know something unconsciously. I have heard people say that. I guess that means that you know something, but you don't know that you know it or something.
Oh, people do say that. And they are profoundly wrong.
Oh?
It's not possible to know something unconsciously because knowing is a property of the conscious mind.
Yeah, well...
It's impossible to know anything unconsciously. As soon as you know it, it's conscious. Are you with me?
I can't really say I am.
But it's possible to feel unconscious guilt. In fact, most of the guilt we feel is unconscious. What we feel consciously is more like uneasiness.
You sure you don't want to drink?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think I do.
It's a kind of pervasive discomfort. It accounts for a lot of our feelings of inadequacy, inferiority, and so on.
Cheers.
Oh, dear, I've done it again.
Done what?
Tried to explain something to someone who wasn't ready to listen.
I was listening.
Yes, but I'm sorry. It was very wrong of me.
I'm sure you were just trying to help me out.
I'm afraid I haven't succeeded.
Well, it was nice of you to try.
I'd hoped to explain to you how unconscious guilt can and does affect us all.
It's all beyond me. I'm sorry.
Well, I'd better be going. Look, if you're still upset about the polygraph...
Oh, I'll get over it.
Yes, but if you should want to talk some more about it...
I'm hoping they'll catch the real criminal pretty soon. Lieutenant Stein says they're still looking.
In the meantime, if you want to talk to me, call me at the county hospital. Anytime. Will you?
Oh, I didn't know we had company.
Mother, this is Dr. Knapp.
Mrs. Case?
Dr. Knapp gave me the test. She dropped around.
You're responsible for the whole thing.
Oh, no.
Doctor, you'd better go.
Oh, I don't want her to
Do you
think that...
know what you've done to my boy?
Come on.
Try to explain to her, will you?
I will. I will.
And call me if you want to talk.
I will, and thanks very, very much. You didn't have to be so rude, Mother.
Oh, she had some nerve coming here.
She was trying to be helpful.
She did the damage. Now she wants to help. You didn't eat very much.
Not hungry.
Where are you going?
Gonna call Dr. Knapp.
The woman who was here?
Well, she said I could if I wanted to.
The woman who gave you the test?
That's right. Here's the number.
The woman who ruined you.
Oh, Mother, please.
Well, she did.
In the first place, I'm not ruined. In the second place, forget it. County hospital? Yeah, I wonder if I might speak with Dr. Knapp, please. She said I could reach her there.
She gave you her number?
Yes, thank you.
Well, what did she do that for?
She said if I wanted to talk to her, I could.
Dr. Knapp here.
Oh, Dr. Knapp, this is Kenneth Case. From this afternoon?
Oh, yes, Mr. Case.
You said I could call you if I wanted to talk to you, and I do want to, so I'm calling you.
You want to talk now?
What? Not on the phone.
Can you come to the hospital?
Yes, I can.
You have a car?
Well, my mother does. I can borrow it.
Well, then, go to the admissions desk on the main floor, and they'll put me on page.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll be there in 20 minutes or so.
Fine.
I'll see you. Mother, okay to borrow the car?
You're not actually going to drive clear across town to see that woman.
Yes, I actually am. Where are the car keys?
I swear she's got some kind of hold over you.
Come on, where are the car keys?
I am not going to give you the keys. I am not going to have you running off to that woman.
Mother...
The woman who ruined you.
I just want to talk to her.
Stay here. Talk to me. Why do you want to talk to her?
Because she understands about lie detector tests.
She certainly does. She knows just how to make them come out.
Look, Mother, it's not like that, please. Now, give me the keys.
No, I will not. You are not going to talk to that woman.
You mean you won't let me take the car?
No, I will not.
I don't believe it.
You're always running off to some woman. The minute anything happens, you're off somewhere to be with some woman.
Mother, you don't know what you're saying.
Yes, I do. It's been one woman after another all your life. Dorothy, Myrtle, Christine, and Myra. And I can't remember all their names.
Mother, give me the car keys.
Now it's this woman doctor. How long will she last? A few months, then it'll be somebody else. You're like an animal, always sniffing around. You're disgusting. You disgust me.
Give me those keys. I'm asking you for the last time.
I'm not going to give you any keys of mine so you can go sniffing around that lady doctor. No, sirree.
All right, I'll take a cab.
No, you won't. You won't take any cab. Not while I'm alive, you won't.
Get away from that door, Mother.
I'll stand here till hell freezes over before I let you go rushing off to that woman.
Mother, get away from the door.
Never. I'm never going to let you be an animal anymore.
Mother! Stop it, damn it. You stop. You hear me? You stop it.
Kitty, let go. Kitty, it's choking me.
Oh, Lord, no. Mother, Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, Mother.
I'm sorry, Mother.
How could you?
Are you all right?
I think so.
Come on, sit down over here. Come on. Oh, would you rather lie down?
You go on and see your doctor friend. Keys to the car are in my purse.
No, I'm not going to leave you. I'll phone her and tell her I can't make it. Do you want a doctor?
No, honey. I don't want anything.
Yeah, well, hello. Could you locate Dr. Marion Knapp for me?
Maybe you should keep your appointment.
That's not important.
What'd you want to see her for?
She told me some things when she was here, and I wanted
Dr. Knapp here.
Dr. Knapp, this is Kenneth Case.
Oh, yes.
I won't be able to get over to the hospital.
Oh, something happened?
Yes, something happened. Quite a lot.
Are you all right, Mr. Case?
I think so. I mean, yes, I'm all right.
Well,
maybe I'll call you in the morning. Would that be all right with you?
Of course it would.
I'm not sure. My mother's. I mean, I can't be absolutely definite about it.
You don't have to be.
Thank you. I'll call you in the morning, Dr. Knapp.
I'll count on hearing from
Yes.
you. Don't forget that. I'm counting on hearing from you.
I won't forget. Goodbye, Doctor.
Did you reach her?
I just got through talking to her.
Kenny, I told you, if you want to take the car, the keys are in
No. I wouldn't leave you now.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. You're a good boy.
After what I did?
Well, I said some awful things to you, Kenny.
Yes, you did.
But I didn't mean them. I was upset.
What were you upset about?
Well, you know. Everything.
Mother, you were upset about my going to see a woman. If Dr. Knapp had been a man... Mother, I was going to talk to the doctor about something she told me this afternoon. I didn't listen too hard, and I didn't understand most of it.
Well, who could understand that psychological mumbo-jumbo?
Well, I thought I'd like to try. She said something about unconscious guilt. How we carry it around with us and don't even know it. That's about all I remember, but she connected it up to why the lie detector test turned out the way it did. And I wanted her to try and sort it out for me.
Why don't you go over there now?
No, I'll call her in the morning. I'll see her tomorrow.
Who could that be at the door?
Well, maybe I'd better find out.
Yes, honey, you better.
Lieutenant Stein, what are you doing here?
I guess you're a little surprised to see me, huh?
Yes.
Well, Dr. Knapp called me. She said she'd talked to you on the phone, and she didn't like the way you sounded. So I thought I'd come over.
Well, it was very nice of you. Very nice. I appreciate it.
Dr. Knapp thinks a lot of you. I think you're all right, too.
Well, thank you. Under the circumstances.
The polygraph. That doesn't mean anything. I got some news for you. We found the perpetrator. The guy that beat up Mrs. Malloy. He looks something like you. Then Mrs. Malloy was pretty hysterical when she identified you. Anyway, I thought you'd like to know.
Oh, that is good news, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. Well, I'll be getting on home.
Thanks so much for coming by.
Not at all. Good night.
Mother?
Who was it, Kenny? Who was at the door?
Lieutenant Stein. They, found the perpetrator.
The what?
The man who committed the crime. The man who attacked Mrs. Malloy. Look, Mother, if it's all right with you, I'm going to take the car and drive over to the hospital. I want to tell Dr. Knapp the machine was wrong.
Guilty. The word falls heavy and precipitous. It has a horrid sound, yet a familiar one. As though at the moment of birth, the entire observing world had solemnly pronounced it over the tiny emerging head, and the echo of the word will haunt us to the end of our days. Guilty. I'll be back shortly. To be pronounced guilty by a machine no bigger than a record player, or for that matter, to be pronounced innocent. It is a measure of our wisdom that such machines have no credit in our courts. It is a measure of our devotion to the mechanical instead of the human that they have credibility anywhere at all. Our cast included Jack Grimes, Ann Petoniak, Nat Polan, and Gene Gillespie. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Where do people go when they disappear? We're not talking about those folk who have every good reason and understandable motive to drop from sight. No, we mean people who were on their way somewhere and who never showed up and have never been heard of again. And the people we're talking about were solid, substantial, dependable people. A well-known judge, a famous aviatrix, a United States naval vessel, a patrol of Air Force bombers, a commercial airliner, and others too numerous to mention. What happened to them? Is there an explanation? Some say yes, and some say...
Please, don't humor me. I tell you, there's a place beneath the water.
Beneath the water?
Yes, beneath the water. Or maybe it's above the water.
Well, it can't be both.
It can be. Two different places can exist in the same spot at the same time.
Look, you've had a harrowing experience. I suggest sleep.
I need somebody to believe me, please.
All right. I believe you.
Do you? Do you really?
Well, of course.
I was there. It's another world. A glorious world. It's utopia. Would you like to come back there with me?
Well, certainly, but for now, you just go to sleep, huh? Try to sleep.
Yes. Yes, I will. I will.
Nurse, I'm afraid her mind is gone. Completely gone.
Our mystery drama, The Triangle, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Mercedes McCambridge. It is a rather well-defined area in the Atlantic Ocean. It is shaped like an isosceles triangle. At one point lies Miami, at the second, Puerto Rico, and at the third, Bermuda. And for that reason, it is known as the Bermuda Triangle. Over the years, at least 100 planes and ships and over 1,000 people have disappeared into its depths. without leaving a trace, and for reasons that have never been satisfactorily explained.
Hello there, Miami. This is your routine check from American International Flight 7, Old Lucky 7, inbound from dear old London. You're now 215 nautical miles from your first outer marker, bearing 090. Speed... hold it. Hey, Mark, what's that vibration? Mark, that vibration. Hey, Miami. Miami, our position is... The compass is going crazy. It's spinning like a top. We're going down. Pull up, Mark. Mark, help me pull up. We're going down. Miami! I don't know what's wrong. We're being pulled down. Something is pulling us down.
We don't have to hear the tape again, Lieutenant. I'm very much afraid, Pete, that we'll just have to chalk this one up. There were 110 people aboard that plane, and we'll just have to...
Oh, excuse me, sir. Admiral Ingram's headquarters, Lieutenant Nelson. One moment, sir. It's Commander Bates.
No, you know what he wants, don't you? He wants to know if I'm ready to release the word.
Will you talk to him, sir?
And I'll call him back.
Okay. The Admiral will call you back, sir. Are you ready to call off the search, sir?
Damn it. 110 people.
Yes, sir.
We knew his bearing. We could practically pinpoint his location. We combed that area as much as you can hope to comb water for 5 whole days. We organized the greatest peacetime assemblage of ships, planes, and men.
Yes, sir.
Don't interrupt me, will you, Pete? I have to keep saying these things to square my own conscience.
Look, I understand.
Oh, don't be so damn understanding, Lieutenant. Fight with me. Argue with me. Convince me there's something else I can do. Another approach, another tack, another plan of action.
Admiral, you know those stories in the papers, on the air, about the Bermuda Triangle? How planes and ships disappear?
I know, it's all nonsense.
Well, you heard the pilot. The plane was just pulled down from the sky.
A sudden electrical disturbance can account for practically anything. That's public relations. I'll talk to them.
Lieutenant Nelson. What? Repeat that. Yes, the Admiral will leave at once. Sir, it's unbelievable.
Don't editorialize, Lieutenant. Just report.
Yes, sir. They have a survivor.
That's impossible.
A young woman.
No one could survive 5 days in the water.
But they've got her, sir. She's aboard the carrier.
Miss Roberts, I'm Admiral Ingram. This is Lieutenant Nelson. The doctor said you could talk to us.
Yes.
It must have been a harrowing experience.
Well, I'm all right.
Yes, I see that. Miss Roberts, you know you're the sole survivor.
That's what I've been told.
Can you tell us what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Well, surely you can remember something.
I don't remember anything.
Yes, well, perhaps this isn't a good time to talk to you.
No, that doesn't matter. I just can't tell you anything.
Miss Roberts, your plane went down 5 days ago.
Yes, according to the calendar.
And you were just picked out of the water this morning.
Yes.
And you claim to be Judy Roberts.
I am Judy Roberts.
The Judy Roberts who was a passenger aboard American International Flight 7 from London to Miami on June the 15th.
Yes.
Admiral, may I talk to you a moment? How could she live 5 days in that shark-infested sea?
Well, she was lucky.
She could survive without food, without water?
Obviously.
Why doesn't she look it? Why isn't she all shriveled up and dehydrated? Why isn't her skin burned and raw? Why isn't she hysterical or delirious? She looks as if she just stepped out of a heated swimming pool at a country club.
Yes, I thought of that, too. We sent her fingerprints for confirmation. We checked out her teeth with a dentist. She's Judy Roberts.
Miss Roberts, why won't you tell us what happened?
I told you I don't remember.
Well, could you tell us everything you do remember?
I was sitting in my seat. I'd fallen asleep.
Yes?
And I was conscious of a loud roaring sound. I don't know if I was still asleep or awake. I had the frightening feeling that I was falling, that the plane was out of control. And then I must have fainted, because the very next thing I knew, I was here in this bed, and I was told that I'd been rescued after 5 days in the water. And I'm now on an aircraft carrier.
And that's all you know?
That's all I know.
You have no memory of the crash?
No.
You remember how you got out of the plane?
No.
The life belt you were wearing, do you remember inflating it, putting it on?
No.
Well, how about the 5 days you spent in the water?
I don't remember being in the water.
Miss Roberts, look, may I say something?
Yes, if you like.
We have 3 possibilities here. First, you're not Judy Roberts.
I am Judy Roberts.
Second, you never got on the plane.
I was on the plane. The ticket man at the gate would remember me because I almost missed it, and they held it for me. He put me on board himself. And besides, if I wasn't on that plane, how did I wind up in the water? Well, what's your third possibility?
You're lying.
About what?
You didn't spend 5 days in the water.
Well, where did I spend them?
You tell me.
I told you. I don't remember.
Miss Roberts, it is vital for us to know what happened. Were there any strange noises?
There was just this roaring sound.
What kind of roar?
Oh, it sounded like the engines.
But look, how did you survive so long in the water? Surely we can learn something from that.
I told you I don't remember being in the water.
Well, you don't look as if you've been in the water for 5 days.
Well, that's where your helicopter pilot found me. Now, Lieutenant, if you have no other questions, I would like to rest for a while.
All right, Pete. She didn't spend 5 days swimming in the water.
Would the Admiral know how she spent them?
She was floating in the water.
On what?
Her seat was just to the rear of the galley. A portion of it probably broke off and afforded her a kind of raft. The portion may have contained food and canned drinks. She could have had blankets to shield her from the sun.
Sir, how does it happen that this so-called raft was never spotted?
Well, Lieutenant Miller, who sighted her, says his attention was attracted at first by something shiny that looked like a painted part of a fuselage.
Well, why wasn't it there when he arrived?
Well, it probably sunk.
Yes, sir. It keeps itself and Miss Roberts afloat for 5 days and suddenly sinks just when rescue comes.
Pete, it didn't have to sink suddenly. It may have been sinking slowly all those 5 days and finally went under just before Miller got there.
Yes, sir.
Now, Pete, you had raised an excellent question about her physical condition, and we've just been able to account for it, so why aren't you satisfied?
Well, why doesn't she remember any of this?
Because, as the doctors explain it, it was such a terrible experience, she wants to forget it.
Come in.
Oh, Miss Roberts, I'm sorry to bother you.
Then why do you?
I don't know, but I wish I could believe your story.
Lieutenant, it doesn't matter to me whether you do or not.
No, I don't believe that either. Because it does matter. You're a girl who's, well, quite sensitive to the opinions of other people.
Oh, how would you know?
I understand you're 32 years old. You live with and support your mother. That tells me something right there.
What?
Well, when an unusually pretty girl still lives at home after she's 30...
Really, I don't think that should concern you.
That's true. I learned also that you're shy, you don't have many friends, and this 10-day trip to London was your first vacation in years. Oh, did you have a good time, incidentally?
Oh, yes.
I'll bet you didn't.
Now, really, Lieutenant, I'm grateful to the Navy for saving my life, but do I have to submit to cross-examination? As if I have guilty knowledge?
You'll be leaving us in just a few hours. Judy, tell me, where did you spend the last 5 days?
In the water.
I just can't believe it.
Well, do you believe that the plane went down?
It had to go down.
Then where else could I have been?
I can't believe you were in the water.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. I'm sorry for you.
Why?
Your troubles are about to begin.
Well, I've just been rescued. My troubles are over.
Judy, do you realize you are the sole survivor? Well, you are, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you'll find out what that can mean the hard way. You'll be surrounded, hounded, badgered, not just by the press. Oh, they'll drop you soon enough. After all, tomorrow you'll be just yesterday's news. But by friends, the relatives, the loved ones of the other passengers. Did you see my husband? What happened to my wife? Is my daughter really dead? How did you survive?
Well, I won't know the answers to any of those questions.
People won't believe you.
Well, they'll just have to...
For years to come, no one will let you alone.
Well, there's nothing I can say to anyone.
There were 109 other lives on that plane besides yours.
Oh. I didn't think of that.
You didn't think of that?
Until just now, I thought I'd just...
You would just what?
Well, that I'd just say nothing.
Judy, what do you know?
Well, now I realize I can't let those people go on grieving. I'll simply have to tell them, because at least they'll be comforted.
Why didn't you tell us the truth in the first place?
Because I was afraid no one would believe me. But that doesn't matter now. Because I have no choice. I've got to tell the world exactly what happened. It began when we'd just flown high over Bermuda.
Well, properly speaking, it will begin when I shall return with Act Two. It isn't easy to be a survivor, especially a lone survivor. The only one left alive, where 109 others have perished. Or have they perished? Has Judy Roberts successfully survived a disaster which took the lives of everyone else on the plane? Well, obviously she has, because she's here. How could she have kept alive for 5 days in shark-infested waters? At first, Judy says she can't remember. But now, miraculously, she can.
We had just flown high over Bermuda, and the pilot's voice came over the PA system.
This is Captain Moss again. We're now flying over the Bermuda Triangle. For more than 100 years, a graveyard for hundreds of ships and planes. Why did they disappear here? Who knows? Are the reasons supernatural, extraterrestrial? Your guess is as good as mine. I've flown this patch of ocean 1,000 times, and I think it's all just an old wives' tale. I just mention it because folks talk about it, and the next time somebody does, you can say, I actually flew over it and nothing happened to me.
He went on and on,
Now, among the
just talking about it, and I must have fallen asleep again. And then I wasn't sure. You know how it is in a dream sometimes? You have visions of falling, and it's also real. But I knew that I was falling. And then I woke up, and there was this terrible roar. And I looked out the window, and we were on the water. We were on the water. We must have come down and crashed. But nothing was broken. Nobody was hurt. Everybody seemed paralyzed. And then there was a voice, a woman's voice. It was very soft, very sweet. And it said, "Welcome home. Welcome home again to all of you." I didn't know what to think. Were we dead? Were we all killed in the crash? Was this heaven? And then the voice said, "My name is Aura. I'm your guide.
please don't be frightened. Everything is fine. In just a moment or two, you will adjust. You will resume your natural, normal lives as citizens of the city. Everything you think you feel now, all the ties that bind you to the illusory world you've just left, will disappear. You are coming home. Home where you belong.
I looked out the window. A bright sun was shining in a deep blue sky. We were somewhere. I didn't know where. It seemed to be a large, lovely park. And there were beautiful pastel-colored buildings. Oh, what a city. What a glorious city.
The trip is over. The fantasy ride is over.
Then all around me, people were getting up. They were laughing and smiling and talking. I sat in my seat. I didn't know what to do, what to think. Was it all a dream? Finally, everyone had left the plane. I was all alone. What should I do?
Why are you still sitting here, my dear?
I don't know.
The fantasy trip is over.
Where am I? Who are you?
You're home.
Oh, no, please, I'm not home. My name is Judy Roberts. I live in Miami, Florida.
The flight must have had a very traumatic effect on you.
What happened to us? We were just an hour out of Miami, and the plane went down.
Oh, the plane, as you call it, has come home, my dear.
Why did everybody just get up and leave?
What else are they supposed to do? It's over.
But the plane crashed. It fell into the sea. I know.
No, my dear, calm yourself.
No, I'm not crazy. I know what happened. Everybody else is crazy.
You're very upset. Here, drink this. You'll feel better. You're the very first person who went on a fantasy tour and simply cannot seem to snap out of it.
Please, will you humor me? Tell me who I'm supposed to be.
My dear, you're a citizen of our city.
What city?
The city. The city of the people.
Which people?
The people. Your people.
Who am I?
Your name is Alla.
Where's my mother?
Your mother? There's no record of your having a mother. Oh, dear. Arda, please come in.
Hello, Alla, darling.
Well, you're our pilot. You're Captain Moss.
Darling, what are you saying?
You're our pilot. The pilot on Flight 7. American International Airlines, Flight 7, London to Miami. We crashed. We went down.
Oh, no.
Oh, why doesn't he remember? Why doesn't he?
Because it never happened.
Oh, you are Captain Moss.
My dear, you're ill.
What have you done to us? Who are you?
Arda, will you watch over her?
Of course. I love her.
Let me know if she isn't feeling better. I'll look in on you soon again.
Captain Moss, how did it happen? How did all this happen?
Listen, Alla.
No, my name isn't Alla. And you listen. You're an airline pilot, and I'm a secretary. I live in Miami.
Miami?
Yes, please, now let me talk. We were somewhere between Bermuda and Miami when the plane suddenly went down. It crashed. I don't know why it wasn't destroyed. I don't know why we weren't all killed.
Well, it must have been part of the fantasy.
But everybody on the plane began acting so strangely, as if they didn't know who they really were, as if they were other people. And you yourself, you think that you're somebody else. But you're the pilot, you're Captain Moss. Who are these people who have seemed to have captured us?
No more fantasy trips for you, my sweet.
Oh, I can't seem to reach you. Don't you remember?
Oh, what a beautiful day. Let's take a stroll. The sun, the air, it'll clear your head.
Isn't anybody going to be worried about you? I know my mother will be frantic.
I didn't know you had a mother. You never spoke about her. Tell me more. But not here. In the park.
Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it lovely how happy everybody is? In all of the universe, is there a city like ours?
I wish somehow I could get through to you.
Oh, look, see the people. Every face here is happy, except yours.
I must know what has happened to me.
We're so fortunate. We have no hunger, no poverty, no disease. You know, I have an impression from some of the fantasy trips that there are other worlds not as lucky as ours.
Captain Moss.
Why do you call me Captain Moss? My name is Arda. You chose it.
I chose it.
When we told Aura we wished to become betrothed, she told us to name each other. I chose Alla for you. You selected Arda for me.
You really believe all this?
You've forgotten. We chose each other. We're in love, Alla.
But I'm not...
Hey, you're trembling. Oh, my dearest. Let me hold you.
Why aren't we in the water? Why aren't we drowned?
No, my darling. Everything's all right. I'm here. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I don't know what to think.
Hey, look. It's starting to rain. Let's go to the museum. Hurry. I don't want you to get wet. Isn't this museum a wonderful place? And see the people with their children. One day we'll come here with little ones, too.
Captain Moss, listen to me. I am Judy Roberts. I am a secretary.
What's that?
I take dictation. I type letters. I file correspondence.
Why?
So that the business can go on.
Business? What's business?
Well, business has to do with... Oh, please don't make fun of me.
No, what is business?
Oh, how can I explain this?
If you have to explain it, it can't be very good.
Well, everybody works for one business or another.
Why?
To make money.
What's money?
Oh, you can't be serious.
Now, please, my dear, I'm just...
Money is what you must have in order to buy things.
What sort of things?
What sort of things? Well, every sort of thing is food and clothes and whatever you need, whatever you want.
But suppose you have no money.
Well, then you do without.
How can a person do without food? I don't understand.
Well, what do you do here?
I paint pictures. I bring them to the museum. People come here and enjoy them. My brother is a farmer. He raises fruit. He brings it to the plaza. People see it. They eat. They enjoy it.
But how do things get done? How do you build houses?
Everyone does what he knows how to do and shares with everyone.
Well, suppose someone takes more than his share.
I don't understand. Why would he want to do that?
Oh, this must be utopia. Oh, why am I fighting this?
Why indeed? Is there a better place? A happier place than our city?
Wait a minute, there. In that huge space, what's in there?
Oh, that's the fantasy exhibit.
The fantasy exhibit?
Yes. Artifacts from fantasy trips.
Look. Those are ships and planes.
Well, that's what you want to call them.
Look at that ship. That's a naval vessel.
What?
Yes, you can read the name, the USS Cyclops. It's a Navy ship that disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle?
Yes, you know what it is. You spoke to us about it on the intercom before we crashed.
Now, my darling,
and
you have...
See, those Navy planes. Those 5 old-fashioned Navy planes. You even said what they were, torpedo bombers. And that freighter, you even told us her name, the Marine Sulphur Queen. No, it's no fantasy. Those are real. And I'm real. And you are real. What are we doing here? What is this place? No, Ora, no, don't tell me that again. I don't believe it. I'm not a native of this place who happens to be having hallucinations.
Very well, my dear. Suppose you tell me who you are.
There's a place in the Atlantic called the Bermuda Triangle. Ships and planes disappear into it.
I see.
But the ships and the planes are not destroyed. Somehow they pass into another world, this world. And when they do, everybody on board changes somehow. Something happens to their minds. Or you do something to their minds, which makes them believe that they belong here and they forget who they were back on Earth. Is that true?
You're telling the story.
That's what happened to the passengers and the crew of Flight Number 7. To all of them. All of them except me. My mind didn't undergo any changes.
Oh, yes, I see that now.
Oh, then you admit it.
Oh, yes. We wish you no harm, only good. And now that you're here, I'm afraid you must stay.
Well, in all matters of this kind, getting out is always more difficult than getting in. However, considering the way the place is set up, why should she even want to leave? You realize, of course, that she does manage to get back here, because back here is where we first met her. How? For that, you must wait my return in just a few moments with Act 3. There's an area in the Atlantic known as the Bermuda Triangle. And why ships and planes disappear there is anyone's guess. What you're listening to now is the story being told by Judy Roberts, sole survivor of a plane that disappeared over the triangle. And she insists that it's a gateway to another world, a world she has become desperate to leave.
Please, I must go back.
I'm sorry. It can't be done.
Well, you brought me here. Why can't you send me back?
Well, we've never tried it before. No one has ever asked to leave.
I must go back.
Why? Look at what you have here. Peace, plenty. It's a paradise.
Yes.
And most important, love. Who loves you? What man loves you back in your other world?
No one.
Here, Arda. Very well, I should call him Captain Moss. He loves you, and you love him.
I don't know.
You fell in love with each other on the plane. Neither of you knew it. Had you gone on to land in Miami, you would have parted forever. We could feel this love. That's why we brought down your plane, so that your love could live.
Are you saying that you brought down a plane, 110 people, just because of me and the pilot?
But where will you find a better reason than love?
But the people, the other people.
They will be happier here, too.
No, I can't stay. I can't. My mother, she's old.
Oh, not that old.
And she's ill, and she needs me.
So does Captain Moss.
Well, if I could forget the way all the others did, it would be right for me to stay, but I can't forget. I can't. Whatever it is you do to us, whatever it is you use, it doesn't seem to work with me. And as long as I know who I am, I can't be happy here.
In time, perhaps.
No. Don't take that chance.
A chance?
For your own sake. Every face I see here is smiling, but my face would be the different one. Everybody here is happy. I'm sad. Perhaps I would introduce this unhappiness, this sadness, this discontent into your city. Perhaps because of me, there would be trouble.
If you go back, you will live to regret your decision.
Oh, I regret it already. But please, please let me go back.
Oh, my dear.
Please, please. Even if I'm wrong, I can't help it. That's me. That's how I am.
Very well.
You see, Lieutenant, there's some kind of thing, a space, a tunnel, whatever, I can't say, between the worlds. And they took me to it. And then when they saw a helicopter off in the distance, they knew that I'd be safe. So they just sent me back. And that is what happened. Well, Lieutenant Nelson, can't you say anything?
Wow.
Is that all you can say?
No. No, I can say this. Stick with your first story.
Which story?
The one where you just don't remember anything.
But I'm telling you the truth.
You'll never get it to fly.
Don't you believe me?
Please, don't put me on the spot.
Tell me.
It doesn't matter. The problem is, look, if you tell that story, people are going to insist you're a nut.
But it's true.
Well, that won't help you. Look, I was wrong. You were telling the truth the first time when you said you couldn't remember.
You're the one who convinced me to tell the truth. And I see now that you were right. I must tell the truth.
Admiral, we have to do something.
Yes, well, what can we do, Pete? Remember, she's not a prisoner.
But look, Admiral...
We've got to bring her to shore. And she's free to go.
You heard her story.
Yes.
Would you know what will happen when she tells it?
Yes. People will say, poor girl, she's undergone such a terrible ordeal. No wonder it affected her mind.
Judy! Judy!
Yes, Mama.
Do something about that confounded phone.
I can't, Mama. It'll just keep ringing.
Well, take the receiver off the hook or something. Oh, go away. We don't want any. Between that phone and that doorbell. Judy, look, fetch me a cup of tea.
Yes, Mama.
Whatever got into you all of a sudden? Why'd you tell him that crazy yarn?
It happens to be the truth, Mama. Don't you believe me?
No, I don't believe you. Even as a little girl, you used to make up stories.
Oh, please, Mom. I'm very tired. I'd like to get some rest.
Why should you be tired?
Please.
You haven't worked all week. This thing even cost you your job. What are we supposed to do? How are we going to live? How? Tell me how.
Oh, Mama, please don't cry. Everything's going to be all right.
Why did you do it? Why did you tell that story?
You know why, Mama. I didn't want all those people to grieve.
You worried about all them people. But now, who's worried about you? Do they know you lost your job? That you're a prisoner in your own house? Do they? Do they care?
Please, Mama. I came back here to take care of you. I came back here because I was afraid you couldn't make it by yourself. I gave up everything for you.
Why did you ever give up for me? You were too shy to go out with boys. Too timid to get a job which would make demands on you.
And why am I shy, Mama? Why am I timid? It's because of you. I had paradise, Mama. I had utopia in my hands. And I was too frightened to take it.
You're crazy. You were in the sun, in the water too long. Now look, you just lie down.
No, I won't. I want to go back. I want to go back, Mama. Go back to the city. Oh, please, Mama. I want to go back to my city.
No, don't cry. No, don't cry, baby. Everything's all right. Mama's gonna make everything all right?
There's nothing further on Judy Roberts' disappearance. She left from the rest home in which she was staying early this evening.
Admiral, I think the police could find her if they checked out the local boatyards.
Is that so, Lieutenant?
Yes. Look, I would say she rented herself a boat, and she's gone out to look for her city again.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Is there any way the Navy could be interested?
No, not officially, Lieutenant. You see, we can't search for anyone until after it's assumed they're on the water, or in it. And then we have to be asked or ordered.
Yes, I was afraid of that.
Are you qualified in torpedo boats?
What? No, sir.
Well, if you want to log in some time...
Oh, yes, I understand, sir.
As a matter of fact, I might just come along for the ride.
Not a sign of her, sir.
I also ordered the air patrols to keep an unofficial eye out, but we don't even know if she's out here.
The boatyard people described her pretty well.
If she's this far out, she's in trouble if we don't find her. She can't have enough fuel to come back.
Admiral, she doesn't want to come back.
Well, if she doesn't, we really have no right to compel her. Of course, if she's out of fuel and food and water and in danger of sinking.
And ill, besides. Admiral, huh? Look, up ahead. Dead ahead. Is that a small boat?
Steady. Hold her steady. Yeah, that's good.
Look, that's her. There, she's lying on the
Hold
bottom.
her steady there. Corman, we'll need some blankets and something hot to drink.
I'll go into the boat and get her.
All right, let's do it quickly, Pete. I don't like the shape of those clouds.
Hold that boat steady. Judy.
Oh, no. Go away.
Judy, you'll die out here. There's a storm coming up. Listen.
No. I'll be all right. I'm looking for Aura. She'll know that I'm
taking you off this boat.
Oh, no, don't, please.
Judy, you don't want to die.
No, let me go, please. I'm too tired to fight you. Put me down.
You're all right now, Judy. You'll be all right.
No, please let me go.
Go where? You're a couple of 100 miles from land. We're in the middle of a storm.
I'll jump overboard.
Oh, that's crazy.
Listen. Can you hear that? Do you hear it? That roar. That roar that I told you about. I heard it on the plane. We're falling. We're falling. Don't you feel it?
Something wrong with the boat. We must have been swamped. We're being pulled down. I gotta get you up on deck. We gotta get out of here.
No. It's all right.
Come, we gotta get out.
We're only falling. You'll be all right. It's only a fantasy trip. Don't be afraid. Welcome home. Welcome home again to all of you. And Ella, you're back. Looking beautiful as always. Yes, Aura. I'm back. I'm really back.
According to the papers and the broadcasts, a torpedo boat went down in a violent storm with all hands. It's true the storm raged in the area of the Bermuda Triangle, but, well, what does that mean? Ships and planes have a habit of disappearing. So do I, but only for a few moments. I, at least, shall return shortly. The Bermuda Triangle. Fact or fiction? Myth or reality? Everything you've heard on our show, every way of accounting for it, or not accounting for it, has been the subject of lengthy debate. Is it the passage to another world? Some insist it is. Is it the playground of a superior race of men who amuse themselves with us mere mortals? There are those who believe it. Our cast included Mercedes McCambridge, Paul Hecht, Bryna Rayburn, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.